HD2 New York.
Got the number one pick in the NHL draft, but the men that can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run.
That's Lord Filler!
Call them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's
Okay, great.
76.
Oh, yeah. New York football. What a treat it is. Welcome. Rick is back from a hockey excursion. It's DNR with you on a football Monday. So much going on. Good morning, Rick. How are you?
No, we're unsportsmanlike here.
What is happening? Right off the bat, disaster. So I can't hear Rick. I hear unsportsmanlike. Raymond, what in the world is happening? I want answers. I can't hear Rick. I can't hear Rick. I can't hear Rick. Rick, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Rick's
I'm
not
back.
there. I'm told Rick, great. Rick's not there. Rick, are you
I'm
there?
back.
You're still not there. Unbelievable. Well, I'm here, and I'm angry. If you haven't seen enough to know, and I
Right.
sat here weeks ago and I told you, you know what? Let's wait. Let's see. Let's give these guys some time. Let's hold our opinions. Let's not freak out. If you haven't seen enough now, I don't know when you'll see enough. The Giants are 2-8. We'll get to all of it today with Frenzy, the Giants, the Jets with a win. There was a point I think the Jets had more yards, more points than they did actually yards in that game. So we'll do everything we do on the Monday. But I listen, and it's a nice win from the Jets. I don't know how pleased you are, how many wins you're actually looking for at this point. But the Giants, that's your story. I mean, this is now, think about this. This is now the third time this season that you've had like a 97+% chance to win a game. So you're 2-8, which is as bad a record outside of Tennessee as there is in the NFL. And you really, statistically, should be. Rick, are you there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Welcome into DNR. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. It's good to be here.
Oh, thanks for showing up. I really appreciate it.
What's funny is I've been here, but I wasn't here.
Yeah.
But now I can speak, so this is great. All right, welcome
great.
back.
Now you feel unencumbered, right?
Yeah, it's good to be part of the show.
Yeah.
Happy to be back.
Well, welcome. I was just going off on the Giants.
Oh, I didn't miss it. I could hear you.
Oh, you heard me?
Yeah, I could hear you, which is nice. I felt like we're just one of the listeners at home watching on YouTube.
Right. Okay. So I mean, but now you're going to partake. Now you're going to be involved.
Yeah, listen. If you want me to, this is your time.
I'd love you to be. Rick, this is the third time that you've had a better than 97% chance to win a game in the fourth quarter, and you blew it. You cannot defend coaching anymore. You can't defend it.
Well, no. I mean, when was the last time you heard me defend coaching? I mean, I am the same person that told you I would have fired both of them at the end of last season, right? I thought that last season was I thought last season was maybe, and I don't know the full history of the Giants, but I mean, I asked you, you are the Giants, like from start to finish, from Hard Knocks to the jerseys to
it was as bad as it gets. Yes,
like maybe the most embarrassing season in the history of the franchise, and you brought them back. The only thing that clouds a lot of people's judgment, or I mean, I think makes people want to argue for the head coach, is how good the quarterback looks. That's it.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Well, I mean,
it doesn't matter anymore.
I know what you're saying, but can I be the devil's advocate here a second? I think we ask Mel tomorrow. Mel will say the same thing.
Okay. Mel would say that on his deathbed. Mel would have like gangrene and be like, no, Daboll's got to be back. No, you cannot have And first of all, a couple things. He's going to kill the kid.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's for me the biggest part of this whole thing. And I think now we're starting to, again, because you brought them back, especially the head coach, is Brian Daboll calling this offense because he's desperate to save his job?
It looks like it.
Well, but see, I mean, does it look like it because that's what we want to believe, because he is fighting for his job, or does it look like it because this is the offense he ran in college and this is what makes him the player he is?
Yeah, but you don't need to. I'm not saying you shouldn't run him at all. But you don't need to run him to the extent you run him. You don't need to be
but who else
down
do you
17
have,
running quarterback sneaks.
No, I'm with you on that part, but like, who else do you have?
Nobody.
But it's why I said that they should consider making a deal at the deadline to bring him some help. We asked Tim Hasselback this. Will he get into bad habits? Yeah, that's the risk that you run when you have a competitive kid like Jaxson Dart and you have no talent around him, is that he's going to try to go out and win. It doesn't matter.
It's the fourth time that he's had to be looked at medically. Four times already.
How do we not notice on the telecast? I text you guys immediately.
Yes.
He gets the ball back. As he's going to the ground, he gets the ball back. Hands are tied together because he's holding onto the ball, and he smashes his head, and then his hands go off the ball.
Right. And by the way, it's a frozen turf yesterday because it's freezing and it's snowy there in Chicago.
I think
so
the
his
real
head
feel is
bounces off the freezing turf, and nobody involved with the game. Not a producer, not a statistician, not an announcer. Nobody thinks to push that narrative that, hey, that was quite the hit that he took there. Nothing. And the Giants obviously felt the same way because he goes right back into the game on the next possession.
Well, again, I mean, they have a spotter there. I mean, the spotter's not watching the tape. If I could see it from home, I'm sure you got better angles than I do. Like, you could tell the second his head smashed off the frozen ground. I think it was felt like 16 at the game.
Yep.
Like periods of snow, is that his hands came off the ball, which means he's not just letting go of the ball. It's because he went out for a second. He hit his head and he went out. And then he gets his wits about him. He must have passed the test, which is a fakakta test to begin with, and then he's back in the game, which is crazy to me because anyone on the Giants sideline should have saw the same thing and said, no. I know Russell Wilson's bad, and with Russell Wilson we have no real chance because God forbid we play Jameis Winston. Like, he's just strictly here to be a coach in the locker room and be the guy who's eating W's and everything else. Russell Wilson stinks. Stinks.
Awful. And you know what? If you're making your list of things that Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll didn't do well when you get to this offseason to determine whether you want to keep them or not, that's another one that goes in the negative column.
Right.
But that was the guy that you went with to be your quarterback this season.
Right, but what, Jameis Winston, like the grand plan. Hey, Jordan, what if the Saints call and say, we'd like to trade for Jameis Winston? Nope.
No.
Can't do it.
He's the backup of the future. So why is this a promise you made to him?
Yeah,
hey,
but
listen, Russ, you sign here and we promise you that you will at a minimum be the backup for the entire season.
But Russell Wilson's not coming back.
Cut him. He's not playable. He's terrible.
Listen, I don't care if you keep him. Jameis Winston needs to play. He needs to be the backup. I can't watch Russell Wilson again. He looks like an old man trying to shuffle his feet around.
It's from the end. It's almost like he had to deal with the devil. Let me play really well in the Cowboys game. Forget about if it goes to overtime. I don't even need to sign for that part. Let me sign something that says I just want to play well for the regulation of the Cowboys game, and then you can have whatever else. Then I'll never play well again. And then from the time that overtime hit, where he's throwing the ball behind him and he's getting intercepted, from that moment on, he has been absolutely horrendous.
He's been really bad. So here's my question to you, because I'm sure for the next 4 hours, we'll take phone calls. Brian Daboll stinks. He's got to be fired. What would you have done differently? What should have he done? What should have he done differently?
I would not run the kid like this.
No, but forget that part because we're not talking about that. I agree with you with that. Now, I don't know how much that's Jaxson Dart, how much it's
if he doesn't leave that game,
they win.
I would bet my life that the Giants win that game.
Right,
and
but
here's the thing that's so disturbing about it. He's awesome. Awesome.
Yep. Okay, but I mean, my argument back to you would be the 2 touchdown runs, he didn't get touched. Right? Didn't get touched.
Right.
So, I mean, this is part of what you're going to live with him. I even think you bring a new head coach, and maybe there's not as many design runs, but the kid's going to take hits until he figures it out.
He's always going to take hits.
Yeah, but so I'm saying to you, outside of running him too much, in your opinion, and I think there's a lot of people around the league that think this was just a matter of time. It's a ticking time bomb. At some point,
we said it on the show. It's only a matter of time.
Right. What would you have done differently?
As far as the overview of the game?
Like, this is another one of those games that we'll put in the, hey, this was coaching. I would point more towards, this is now you got to go play Russell Wilson, and the defense isn't very good. Why? What would you have done? I mean, there's one obvious one.
That you do. Well, you're going to say go for it on the 4th down?
Well, you get the penalty now. It's fourth and goal on the half-yard line.
On the half-yard line.
Right.
See, I actually didn't have a massive problem with that.
Well, then you can't blame the coach then.
Why can't I blame the coach?
Because that's the only thing what else would you have done differently?
The team continues to fall apart. Why can't I blame the coach?
Right, but I mean, the coach isn't playing defense.
Okay, but if you have a different coach, are you winning that game?
I don't know. If you tell me
if you have a real coach, if you have a good coach,
if you're telling me that same coach on 4th and goal from the half-yard line kicks a field goal and makes it 10 instead of making it 14, then they probably still lose that game. If I got Russell Wilson as my backup,
a real coach doesn't lose that game.
You can't definitively say that if you're not changing anything.
I can
All you're doing is changing the coach. Well, how can you change that?
The players don't answer. They don't finish for this coach.
Well, is that the coach or that defensive coordinator? It's been your defense that hasn't finished.
Okay, whatever. Well, get rid of all of them. I don't care.
Right.
Well, everybody.
But here's the problem with this whole thing is, and this is why I think you have some people that say that you should keep Brian Daboll, is because the offense continues to feel like it's giving you the chance to have these leads in games, and it's the defense, which was supposed to be the strength of your team, that continues to let you down.
You say you think that there's people that say that. There's nobody that says that. There's not one person that walks the earth that thinks Brian Daboll should be back.
I think we have someone on the show tomorrow that says that.
I think we've had multiple people.
I think we've had multiple people on the show.
Take.
I think I heard Albert Breer on with your buddy on Saturday that was talking about it.
That bring him back? I'll bring him back. Watch nobody go to a game.
Right. See, that's fine. That's part of it. I don't disagree with you, but I think there are people around the NFL, not on microphones, that can actually get paid money to do that job, which is coach football, that think that Brian Daboll is a good coach on the offensive side of the ball.
Fair.
And if
is
he had
that what you're looking for, though?
Well, I mean, if I had a competent defensive coordinator.
You think he's a head coach material? Like you think?
No,
in the biggest of moments, they collapse on themselves.
No, I don't. I don't think he's a great CEO of a team. I don't think that. I've told you that already. But I'm saying to you is that the reason why you're actually in these games, why you have leads late in these games, is because with Jaxson Dart, the offense is good with nothing around him. Is that all Jaxson Dart? Are we giving him all the credit, or does Brian Daboll get some of that credit?
I think he's a smart offensive mind.
Okay.
I think he's a good offensive. I think there's a lot of head coaches and offensive coordinators that would succeed with this kid.
Right, but that's why people, and again, we have one on Tuesdays that gets paid to break down football, that when you ask him a question about the NFL, he's watched every second of every game, says that he would keep them together. If you want to replace Shane Bowen, you could go do that. But he likes what he sees from Brian Daboll and Jaxson Dart.
Okay.
I mean,
so they've now lost another game that they had a 99% chance to win in the fourth quarter. 3 times.
Right, but why, though? Was it the off? I mean, before Jaxson Dart got hurt, before he fumbles that, they're poised to go score again.
But he's the head coach of a team that's collapsing.
I understand what you're saying, but you're still not giving him any credit for Jaxson Dart, though.
Take credit for Jaxson Dart. Take all the credit for Jaxson Dart.
But what's more important? Jaxson Dart or the wins?
All of it matters.
Well, no, but the most
important... should be 5-5 right now.
Yeah, probably should be 5-5 right now. But that's because of the offense in Jaxson Dart, who, oh, by the way, is out there giving you leads with no one around him.
All right, so my question to you is Jaxson Dart only good because of Daboll, or any competent offensive mind would be good?
I don't know. I mean, any competent offensive mind had a chance to draft Jaxson Dart, did they not? I could have drafted him. The Saints could have drafted him. Plenty of teams could have drafted him. But for whatever reason, Brian Daboll thought Jaxson Dart was good enough to draft 3rd overall.
I'm sorry. You go you're now 2-8. You're probably going to be 2-11. You might win 3 games again. There is no way you can bring back the coach, the defensive coordinator, or the GM. They all have to be gone. They have to be.
Hold on. That was another thing I heard on Saturday. Though I wouldn't get too far down the Joe Shane's going to get fired road yet. Because what Albert Breer said is what we've talked about, is that he is in the midst of updating the entire draft and scouting process.
Yeah,
for the
we've
Giants.
heard about this.
Forever. Yeah, but there's a lot of times, Albert Breer said, that teams in the midst of that don't want to make changes because they like the direction it's headed.
Great. Well, you know what? Then what is going to happen is you're going to lose everybody. Is that heading into next season, your fan base is already going to be a massive on edge.
No, I disagree with that. I think if you replaced the coaching staff and kept Joe Shane, I think that would be enough for now.
I don't think so.
If Kevin Stefanski gets fired and Joe Shane hires Kevin Stefanski, you're not fully back? If you say no right now, you're lying to yourself.
I'm going to be rooting for the team. I just don't know that I'm going to buy into. I mean,
RJ.
Are you crazy?
RJ.
You think that I'm going to be 100% all in if they keep Joe Shane?
If they keep Joe Shane, and Joe Shane's first move, once he gets rid of Brian Daboll and Bowen and everyone else.
So are you at the point where the coaching staff is gone?
Since last year I was gone. I was good.
No, but forget about last year.
Yes.
This year.
Yes.
Gone.
I'm good with it. Yeah. I don't think between starting with training camp and everything else. I said that to you last year. Well, players like him. Well, if the only reason the players like him is because training camp is easy, that's not a good reason to keep him. So, yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to move on. I think Jaxson Dart is awesome, and if there's someone – the problem is who's available. Like, there's not great options yet. I would like someone that has some previous experience.
You know who I mentioned, and Grassa was he liked this very much on Friday, and I watched him every week. I'm like, boy, this guy's good. Clint Kubiak.
Yeah, but, I mean –
he's the Ben Johnson of this cycle.
I get it, but there's also a chance that he's just a really good offensive mind like what you're dealing with now.
You're right.
So, I mean, how do the Bears – I mean, Bears keep winning. I don't know how the Bears keep winning, but the Bears keep winning.
I will tell you what, even in a win yesterday, just so it's not like, well, it's easy to say that after a loss. No, after a win, Caleb Williams stinks.
I don't think he stinks.
He listen to me closely. I'm going to enunciate as best as I can.
Yeah.
He stinks.
Oh, get him to the ground. The strength of your team couldn't get him to the ground. Him sacking
Not
maybe.
once. It's almost like he didn't have legs. It's like, how can you? Every time, it was unbelievable. He had vanishing legs. I don't understand. Every time it's like, he's in massive trouble. He'll escape to the right. Somebody dives at his non-existent legs, and they don't tackle him again. Where are his legs?
I think the Giants, what's the number yesterday they've given up 75 points in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah. No, in the
last
fourth quarter, it's a cavalcade of just put up points.
RJ, where's RJ?
I'm here.
RJ's got stuff going on.
Yeah, RJ clearly's got, everyone's got stuff going on. RJ.
I'm here.
Could you please, now I know you're like, hey, let's pamper Dave. I can't snap on him.
Oh, stop it.
Dave's the best. Ever since you told me he stunk one day, now all of a sudden it's let's be nice to Dave. Please tell him that he's full of crap. If they keep Joe Schoen and Joe Schoen hires Kevin Stefanski, that he's not fully all back in.
By the way, how am I getting Kevin Stefanski?
Well, did you see yesterday?
Have you seen the Browns?
Yeah.
Have you seen Dylan Gabriel? Have you seen their offense? It's a disaster.
Have you
I
seen
don't know. You're the same person until I said the Jets could win that game. They can't win that game.
I'll
punch you in the face. They can't win the game.
I don't want them to win that game.
I didn't say you don't want them to win. I said they're going to win games. They're not going to win games.
How? How did they win that game?
Because they had a punt return and kickoff return for
but
touchdowns.
Did you see Justin Fields' numbers?
Yeah, he stinks.
It's bad. Okay, RJ, tell me.
He's even worse than Caleb Williams.
RJ, tell me he wouldn't be all in. Please tell me that.
The legless Caleb Williams.
Legless.
Yeah. I actually think I do agree. I think if they keep Shane, and there's a few guys I think they can hire that you might not be all in, but you'd be like 80% of the way there.
I will be infuriated if Joe Schoen stays. Joe Schoen, Graham Gano. No team has a kicking saga like this. It's a saga. Jamie Gillen, who seems to care more about his magical hair, he's like Rapunzel, this guy. Why every time he messes up do I see him doing like a Head and Shoulders commercial on the sideline? Russell Wilson, Evan Neal, Deontay Banks, the list goes on and on and on. Joe Schoen is not worthy of keeping his job. He's just not, guys.
Yeah, but, I mean, I'm just telling you what I heard on Saturday.
I'm not saying you're not hearing that. I'm saying he's not worthy of keeping his job.
Well, they weren't worthy really of keeping their jobs after last year.
Okay, but it's another year of failure. It's going to be better. Mr. Mara, don't worry. It's going to be better. Well, it's you know what? We're a little more competitive. We should be at least 5-5, but no, we're 2-8.
Yeah, but you couldn't see that happening, though? Like, okay, by the way, I mean, we should also mention this. So, on the other station, on WFAN, they had a report out that he was supposed to be fired after the Denver game.
Yeah, which I heard nothing about, by the way.
Well, okay, but that was the report.
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't sound Giants-like. It sounds more like that's something that the Jets would do, like Woody Johnson did, right? Like, see, that would be, in typical New York sports fashion, is that when you watch a team that's in the same building as you make that decision and the season goes completely sideways, that you would think, you know what? I think we should try that. It works so well for the Jets, we should do it.
How in the world? So RJ, you think they hire Kevin Stefanski? I'm all in.
Oh my God! You told me you would fly to Cleveland and walk him back on your back.
I would walk him back.
You'd be doing naked cartwheels in the studio if they got Stefanski.
I would walk him back.
I think you would be.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you would be.
I would be excited to have a coach like that, but I still think I would be very frustrated and upset that my GM, who seems somewhat incompetent, would be back for another season. Does record not matter at all?
Well, no, I think record matters. Like, dude, you can't. You're throwing this at me like I'm the one that I was banging the drum to keep him last year. Yeah,
well, you're making it sound like I'm crazy here.
No, but I think that in the grand scheme of things, the most important thing going into the draft last year was find the quarterback.
Yep.
And then once you find the quarterback, let's make sure the quarterback looks good. But because the quarterback has looked so good, which you're giving the coaching staff no credit for, now the expectation is we should be winning also.
You do realize that they told Mr. Mara, once we get the quarterback, we're so talented that it all changes. That was what they told him. The only reason we're so bad is because we don't have the quarterback.
Right, but you're not that talented right now, though.
But that's what they told him. That's what they sold him.
Right, because he's hurt, though. But because you're injured. Neighbors is out.
So if you had Neighbors, you'd be 5-5 or 6-4 right now?
I think your offense would be better.
Of course it would be better. No, come on, man. Teams like this find ways to lose. The Giants find new and inventive and creative. I mean, a 20-yard punt, and you can't do this, and you get a sack, and there's a holding in the secondary. Come on. And Russell Wilson is the guy that runs in. I mean, the second Russell Wilson came onto the field when the Giants were down 24-20, you could have turned the game off. There was zero chance they were going to win that football game.
No, I don't disagree with you. I don't understand. I mean, again, you're talking to me like I haven't been the same person that's saying, why the hell is Russell Wilson the backup? He stinks. Why is Russell Wilson the backup?
Because you're sitting here defending that Joe Schoen should be or will be back.
I'm not defending anything. I'm giving you the other side of it. I mean, how come we're going to sit here on the radio and just agree with each other for the next 4 hours?
Well, so you don't believe it? You're just taking the other side of the argument?
If I, Rick DiPietro,
yeah,
was also the one that said I would have fired Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll before they had the opportunity to make picks in the draft. They should have, after the last season, should have been fired. How could I sit here now watching the season and say, you know what? I'm convinced they should be back.
Well, I don't understand. So that's what we are now? Like, if you have an opinion, you go the other way just to have a conversation and a fight with me?
No, I'm telling you the argument that Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll will make once the season is over as to why they'll keep their jobs. Or why John Mara would let Joe Schoen keep his job because of what he's doing behind the scenes, and you don't see it.
Brian Daboll is gone. Gone. And if you told me I had to choose one guy to be gone every day of the week, it would be Brian Daboll. I don't think Joe Schoen has done nearly enough to make the argument to keep his job. I know he'll try. I'm sure he has a whole list of why he should be back, but it's another failed season. If he comes back, I think Giants fans would be beside themselves.
Right, but I guess you're missing what I'm trying to do here. The argument against what you're saying would be, look at how good the quarterback looks, and look at these games. I know we've blown the games. We've lost the games because we're just not that good at this point. But the fact that we've given ourselves these opportunities against Denver, again, like no one thought there was any chance you were going to go into Denver and do what you did in the first three quarters. And I know they fell apart in the fourth and they gave up 33 points. But the offensive side of the ball, which Brian Daboll's focus is, did have you go down the field and score to take the lead, and then your defense fell apart. Just like Dallas. So, I mean, if you want to blame Brian Daboll because he's the head coach, blame Brian Daboll because he's the head coach. They just don't know how to win yet.
There's no depth on this team at all, by the way.
Well, that's Joe Schoen then. I mean, but
yeah,
now that's Joe
I know
Schoen.
that's Joe Schoen.
I mean, is it Brian Daboll's fault that the kid
It's both.
That Gillen shanked the punt?
It's it's the fault that he's there. He's not a good kid. How many times did the guy get a kick to like the 34-yard line and they have to move up to the 40-yard line? Finally, they're like, Koo, you can't be worse. You go kick. You weren't good enough that you could be activated a couple of weeks ago. Now have all the kicking duties.
Yeah, it's not. Listen, it's not good.
It's awful, is what it is. Awful. All right, let's break. Let's towel off. 1-800-919-3776. Giants, another monumental collapse. Jets with, I could say, another win. That's a winning streak, is what it is. 1-800-919-3776. A lot of NFL today. Very busy NFL day, of course. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
Listen up, football fans. You Ever ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in with those you care about. And to remind ourselves that we're not alone. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for many. This November, BetterHelp's encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind the people in your life that you're there. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. Short questionnaire helps you identify your needs and preferences, and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recommendations. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. It's our Black Friday sale. Recharge this season with a bundle of cozy, soothing comfort. Now only $17.99 for our C2 mattress and base, plus free premium delivery. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Surprise! Your expenses this month were way higher than you expected. Also, you forgot to renew your website domain, and now you're in a bidding war.
You should see the look on your face.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Plus, the fridge died in the break room, and now everything smells weird.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
Your fantasy roster is set. The smack talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. You want to hear that Albert Breer that you were mentioning in the first segment?
Yeah, let's hear it.
So he's on with what, Gary Myers on Saturday?
Gary Myers, just a A-level guest after A-level guest. He goes, the best is, this is my favorite part of the whole thing, though. It's kind of like when we have him in studio, and it's like, you'll be like, okay, Gary, we got to let you go. And then Gary still talks for like 10 more minutes. Like he doesn't, like he wants to like be a co-host. He must have told Albert Breer, okay, I know you have to go. And then it was like another 10 minutes. Like,
well, maybe Albert had told him that I only have a certain amount of time.
Well, no. Like usually, like for us, like if we have, it doesn't even matter though. If it's like you say last question, it's like okay, Mel answers the last question, then we move on. It was like okay, I got one more for you, and then Albert answered it, and then it's like he had another thought. So let's just keep this.
Gary was like on a stream of consciousness where he just kept going.
Let's keep this thing rolling. Yeah.
Did he say multiple times? Okay, last question. Just keep doing it.
Yes.
Oh, that's what. So he had like 5 last questions.
Yeah, it was just another 10 minutes of conversation. It was good though. Albert was good.
Albert is good. So, and by the way, before I want to put a caveat to this, I told you I talked to Pat Leonard last week, and he said that he still thinks there's a very good chance that Joe Schoen is back. Well, I just don't know what has to happen for Joe Schoen to be gone.
Well, no, I know, but this is why. Like when I was listening to it, it was kind of insight as to why Joe Schoen could be back.
All right, so here's Albert Breer from Gary Myers' Saturday show here on ESPN New York saying what could happen with Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll.
I would agree with that. Like I think those decisions are going to be made independent of each other, and that doesn't mean both won't be gone, but I think they will be made independent of each other. You know John Mara maybe better than I do, right? And I know John pretty well, and I think he would hate to be the team that fires a coach in season. Like I just don't think he wants to.
I don't think that'll happen.
All right, well that's fine. I think they should be independent. I don't think they're necessarily a package deal. I thought this was going to be jarring. I thought me listening to it was going to be like, oh God. He didn't say they should be back. He just said he thinks it's independent of each other, and he says that he'll make that decision after the season. That's fine.
Right, but that wasn't even the clip I was talking about. It was kind of like as to why. Right, like you would argue, like if we're sitting in a room and you were the guy that was arguing as to why Joe Schoen should be fired, you'd have this big long list, and then my side of it would be, hey, but look what we've done with the scouting process and how we've updated all of that. Do we really want to? I mean, as we're getting it up to date and up to speed, do we really want to make a change?
But on the flip side of that, I would just say, but it's not working. Yeah, you've updated it. It's all modern. That's great. At least, it's competent and it's up to the 21st century standards, but it's still not working.
Well, no, I mean, the wins, I mean, where are the wins? Of course you would say that. Where's the wins? I mean, I would also say, too, like, I mean, you said, it would definitely be Brian Daboll. But, like, I mean, Joe Schoen went out of his way at the draft to let everyone know that Jaxson Dart was Brian Daboll's guy. So how much credit are you going to give? How much credit does Joe Schoen get even for drafting Jaxson Dart? Right?
Probably not a lot.
Okay, so
I mean,
that would be...
Daboll probably gets the credit, but we're past the point that Daboll can come back now.
No, as the head coach, yeah, I'm with you.
Right. So, I mean, am I missing something? They're going to be 2-11, right? First of all, you don't even know if the quarterback's going to be able to play this week. It's the Packers, it's the Lions, it's the Patriots. Find me the win there.
Yeah, I wouldn't play him this week.
So now you're staring at 2-11 in the face?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's a chance they don't win another game this season.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it sounds like Jaden Daniels going to be back when they take on Washington. Are you going to beat Dallas? I mean, I guess the Raiders is winnable, but I'm sure the Raiders look at that game and say, guys, we got to win this game.
Right, but I mean, you're giving yourself chances to win. It's just the question is, can they close these games out?
Well, the answer to that is no.
Right now, it's been no.
The answer to that is no. Let's hear Brian Daboll, then we'll hear from you guys, 800-919-3776. Why can't you close the close, tight games, Brian?
All three phases. Just didn't get the job done, Jordan.
Well, you feel like you have the answer this turn around?
Yeah, but it hasn't been. So, it's another tough loss.
I mean, you could just play that sound from any number of games of why they don't get it done, why they don't close the deal.
Right. Well, this is, I mean, it's kind of similar to the quarterback, right? When you win, I mean, you probably get too much of the credit, and when you lose, you take a lot of the blame. So as the head coach, I mean, it's your job to have competent people on your staff, right? Like, I mean, you'll pay the price if your defensive coordinator is not very good, especially when, a guy you did have success with left because you couldn't get along with him.
That's right. I mean, you're the last line of defense. You're the CEO. If the company falters, sure, employees might get fired, but ultimately the CEO is going to be gone.
Right. So, I mean, he'll end up paying the price for this, and he'll lose his job, and then hopefully whoever they hire next I think they should have someone with experience. Like, I would prefer, like, that's why Stefanski would be the guy I wanted.
It'd be unbelievable.
If that happens, I don't know if that happens. I know he just signed, I think in 2024 they signed an extension. I couldn't find exactly how long the extension was, but I could imagine
anybody win with Cleveland now.
Well, but I could imagine, like, if there's, like, even if you're like Stefanski, be like, I want to get me the hell out of here. Like, you're drafting quarterbacks I don't want. Now all of a sudden I'm in a situation where, the one I did want, like, isn't very good, so I may be forced to play the one that I didn't want to draft. Like, it's a mess. You traded our veteran to Cincinnati to get them going. Like,
right, look at how he looks now.
So, like, I mean, Cleveland's in rough shape also. The fact that they lost to the Jets,
brutal shape right now. Brian Daboll on Jaxson Dart, your starting quarterback, taking so many hits.
Look, I'm not sure exactly the play that had happened. I'm concerned for the kid. When he was going back out there, we were sitting around the huddle. I saw him. I got Ronnie over there to check him out.
Okay, come on.
How?
You going to defend him on this?
No, how?
We sat here halfway across the country, and you knew exactly what play had happened on.
I text you guys the second if he's back. I said even if he's back in the game. I couldn't believe he's back in the game.
Right, and they didn't even take interest. They had no idea that something happened to him on that play.
Which is, I mean, for me, that's unacceptable.
No idea. Nobody talked to him.
Come on, man. I mean, listen. I know that Russell Wilson. I mean, you've jumped in the tent before. Like, isn't a great option, which again is your own fault because for whatever reason you refuse to have Jameis Winston play. I don't get it. He can't be any worse than Russell Wilson is right now.
No, Russell Wilson is unplayable right now.
And that's the other thing though is and I'll make your argument for you also because again going back to that play where Greg Olson's like, dude, this field position wise it doesn't make any sense. What are we doing kicking a field goal? It's 4th and goal from the half-yard line. Like if you don't get it, like now they're stuck at their half-yard line. Like I mean, come on, like the 3 points isn't worth the field position. Is if Jaxson Dart's in the game, they're going for it there, absolutely 1,000%. And the other thing is, Russell Wilson stinks. So, like, I mean, are you going to get another chance to score points? Right? Like, I mean, you're at the half-yard line. Make it 14. If you can't score a touchdown from the half-yard line, I mean, what are we doing?
Well, they don't trust Russell Wilson to do anything.
Well, then he should be fired on the spot then because then Russell Wilson shouldn't be in the game.
I don't think fans would be opposed to that, and I don't understand why. Quite frankly, I don't understand why Russell Wilson is on the team. I don't know.
Stinks.
Okay, unless you have some kind of a blood pact that he's not allowed to be released during the season or has to, under any circumstance, be the backup quarterback, there is no way you can convince me that he's a better option than Jameis Winston. No chance.
No chance. No chance. I mean, I know, listen, he's probably important to Jaxson Dart, like to be in that quarterback room, but, I mean, it's your job to give your team the best chance to win. And having Russell Wilson play quarterback for you right now does not give you the best chance to win.
It gives you no chance to win is what it gives you.
I mean, and then you got the punter shanking punts, can't hit the landing zone.
But it's the same thing. Every time they have these massive leads and they get into late stages, they collapse. They collapse. 3 separate times it's happened.
Well, listen, they're not a good team, right? I mean, they're just not. They've given themselves opportunities against better teams. Like Denver's a better team. I mean, Chicago at home should
I don't even know that Chicago's a better team, to be honest.
Well, but they should be a better. I mean, record-wise, they're a better team.
Record-wise, yes. Record-wise, everybody's a better team.
Right, well, your season's over, and they're still fighting for something. I don't know how they keep winning, but they're finding ways to keep winning. So, I mean, again, like, I understand what you're saying, and I agree with what you're saying. But I could also kind of understand the other side of this, where it's like, the reason why we do have these leads that we've blown in these games is because we're having so much success with this rookie quarterback, who, oh, by the way, doesn't have much talent around him, and we're still making it work. So I can't give none of the credit to the coach.
Okay, he's good at developing a quarterback. I've never said the opposite. But is he a good head coach? That's my question. He's not the offensive coordinator. His job is not solely to work with Jaxson Dart. His job is to make this team win games and be functional from 1 to 53, not solely the quarterback. Is that working?
No, it's not working. Now, I mean, do you think, I mean, the real question you have to ask yourself is because, no, it's not working. We already know that. That's an easy answer to see. Just to look at the wins and losses. But it's like, are we sure that the next guy we bring in, because we don't know who the guy's going to be, is going to have the same kind of success with Jaxson Dart? Because remember, the guy you're bringing in didn't draft Jaxson Dart, which I don't think is going to be a big deal because I think everyone sees how good Jaxson Dart is in the first place. Like, we know how good he is. And if it's not someone that's had previous head coaching experience, if it's a Clint Kubiak, are we convinced he's going to be a better head coach?
I'm convinced that there's a chance he's a much better head coach.
But
And
is
I'm
that a
convinced
chance
that Kevin Stefanski, I'm convinced that there's Mike McCarthy, I'm convinced that lots of guys will be considerably better.
Right, but is that a chance you're willing to take?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, do you trust big moment Giants get good and that this guy out-coaches or out-maneuvers another good coach?
Carpe
in a big
omnia,
spot?
sees everything.
How could you?
No, at this point I can't. I mean, I can't. I mean, also, I don't think we can. I don't think we can give them zero credit for when. I mean, in year one they did win a playoff game.
Okay, that's 4 years ago.
I know. I get it. It's a couple. But it's. I mean, it's not always just. It's not just the coach. I mean, Joe Shane's to blame.
11 wins in the last 2.5+ seasons. 11.
Right, but it's not just them though. At least this regime actually has a winning season with the playoff win involved. Like,
how long does that last for?
Well, I don't think. I mean, clearly not long.
I mean, I'm being serious. Like, how long does a playoff win 4 years ago? How long does that buy you?
Well, listen, it barely lasted into year 2 before people were fed up. I'm just saying, like, go back. Like, I saw a tweet this morning when I was doing stuff for the show. It's like, in 2016, the Giants fired Tom Coughlin and hired Ben McAdoo. Their record since then is 53-104 and 1, second worst in the NFL.
Right.
In 2017 and 18, they fired Jerry Reese and Ben McAdoo and hired Gettleman and Pat Shurmur. Their record since then, 39-86.
Well, maybe hire the right guy.
Well, but
we sat here when they hired Dave Gettleman and said there's no way he's the right guy.
Well, but then they hired Joe Judge, and it's again, we're getting into Jets territory here, where I mean, you can keep changing the people, but the result's still the same.
Well, you have to hire the right guys.
Okay, so I mean, all right. I'll ask you the question: does your owner have the ability to hire the right guys? Because right now,
I'll answer. I don't know.
Okay,
I have no idea.
So,
but I'm confident that this duo is not the right guys.
So there's no guarantee though.
Of course, there's never a guarantee.
Well, I mean, I think in some organizations they have a better hit rate of hiring the right coach.
Yeah, over the last decade. I mean, here's the problem, and this is very upsetting and very troubling. Little secret for you: John Mara has never really hired the right guy. Any right guy.
Okay, but that's the point.
Okay, but I'm not going to stick with the wrong guy because I'm not sure that I can hire the right guy.
Right, but this wrong guy found your quarterback.
Okay, great, and thank you for that.
And it's actually worked well with the quarterback.
As we say goodbye, we'll say, you failed us in so many different areas, but you found us the right quarterback. Thank you very much for that. That's great.
Yeah, listen, if it works out, that's awesome. If we hire yet another bad coach, I mean, then what? We're right back where we started.
Right. So I mean, if Aaron Glenn has year after year where he's not good, do you say, well, we can't fire him because I don't know what's next?
No. I'd say we can fire him, but I'm not going to have I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I have high hopes for the next guy that's hired.
Well, I have high hopes for the next guy that's hired just because I know I have the quarterback.
Right, but the reason why you have the quarterback is this coach.
Okay, fine, but this coach is not good. This coach hit on one thing. All the other things that a coach has to do, he's not capable of doing.
Okay, but let's not. I don't think we can downplay how hard that usually is for people in the NFL.
Okay, so great. So he's like Rain Man. There's one thing he can focus on. He can get it done. But the other things, the game management down the stretch of hotly contested games, he's awful at. Identifying who can be a good quarterback in this league, he's good at that. He's done that. He's succeeded with that with the Giants. Now, goodbye.
Okay.
Now, goodbye.
I'm fine with it.
1-800-919-3776. What? Oh, well, how would I know that?
Because I told you. Before the show started, I told you that.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
all right, you have FanDuel?
Listen. Yeah, I got FanDuel.
Oh, yeah. By the way, 2-1 on my picks this week. 2-1.
No, don't
What do you mean?
That was the luckiest cover in the history of covers.
No, it wasn't. They were the better team from the beginning of the game.
No, it wasn't.
They were the better team from the beginning of the game. They went up and down the field.
You talking about the game they were down by 19 in?
Right.
Right. That was a point until Trevor Lawrence threw a disgusting pick six.
It's an actual historic comeback.
They were the better team.
On par with Broncos Giants.
Let me ask you a question. When I go up to the counter and I say,
1 point.
Excuse me, I would like to cash in this ticket. Do they say, oh, but Mr. Rothenberg, you almost didn't win it? Or do they take out their wad of cash and pay me?
They would say,
you were scared.
Congratulations, that is one of the luckiest covers in the history of covers.
Okay, so I should throw it back?
Go play another lottery.
It's like
ticket.
when I go
That's
bluefish.
No,
when I go for bluefish. Okay,
you should enjoy the win.
I'm walking like it's the greatest win ever. But I went 2-1.
But I'm not sure how many teams trailed by 19 and were like, you know what? I think we were better today.
Yeah,
they were
and
better.
Then finally take a lead, go for 2, miss, and you're still a half a point short, and then somehow Trevor Lawrence throws a pick six. It's my own fault because I danced. When they didn't get the 2-point conversion, I danced. And then all hell broke loose.
Well, shame on you.
Listen, had you actually bet this game with FanDuel, you could be really happy because FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets, from yards to touchdowns to who will win. With FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel's giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You can get in the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/Rick to bet on the game. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
So you think I got lucky, right?
No, I think you did get lucky.
Okay, fair.
You're 2-1. It doesn't matter.
No, right. But like on the 2-point conversion, you were dancing, and then when that last touchdown happened, you freaked out, right?
I left.
You do realize that I had Houston plus 1.5, right?
Oh, is Houston plus 1.5?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm an idiot. I thought it was Houston minus 1.5.
No.
So I had no reason to dance.
No.
Idiot.
No.
Houston once they
plus
took
1.5.
I'm not even joking. When they went for 2, I was like, oh my God, they're going for 2.
They had to go for 2.
No, but we got a chance here. And they didn't even get the playoff. I did a dance and then celebrated with a slice of pizza. And then I heard Cassie's dad go, oh no. That's when the pick six happened.
Yep. So they were plus 1.5. So all that was irrelevant because that game was in the bag for
me. Yeah, we're still lucky, but hey, you're 2-1.
Of course it was. All right, let's take a break.
And then the other guys, Ray's got a big game. Ray's got a huge
Ray
game
could take
tonight.
a winless 0-3.
And you know what's disgusting is he's got the Eagles.
It's like Sophie's Choice I was telling him before.
Oh, I almost threw up. I was listening to the show when you guys made your picks. I was like, oh, he took the Eagles?
It's disgusting. It is disgusting. All right, let's break. We'll come back, get to your calls, all lined up. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino & Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino and Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? Call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
The Hess truck's back, and it's better than ever. Roaring engines this year. Hess race cars are here.
The Hess stock car racers are loaded with lights, sounds, and a powerful racing motor. Only at HessToyTruck.com. Free shipping and batteries included.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Harry Douglas here. Look, being a man doesn't mean skipping self-care. Manscaped makes it easy to feel confident, clean, and ready for anything. Whether you're at work, hitting the gym, traveling for business, or heading for a night out. The Lawnmower Trimmer gives you precision, the Beard Hedger keeps your look tight, and their grooming essentials smell incredible. Manscaped's tools are built to perform, helping you stay sharp, smooth, and feeling your best every single day. Because real confidence starts with a clean cut and the right gear. Get all the Manscaped products you need right now at your local Target.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
NBA fans, the race for the Emirates NBA Cup is on.
Let the games begin.
30 teams will start, but only 8 will advance.
Oh, he puts it in!
And only one champion will capture the cup.
Let's go!
To finish first, they'll have to put the pedal to the metal. Who will capture the cup? Well, let's see what happens on the court.
Basketball is back!
Emirates NBA Cup Group Play continues every Friday on Prime.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York, and we, the royal we at ESPN New York, is giving you the chance to experience UFC 322 at the Garden this Saturday. This Saturday, one grand prize winner and a guest will score tickets to the ESPN New York suite, hosted by our buddy Peter Rosenberg. Enjoy the energy of the Garden, the comfort of a private suite, and world-class UFC action alongside Peter. To enter, find the contest tile on the ESPN New York app to submit your entry. Brought to you by Bud Light, proud to be the official beer sponsor of UFC. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Would you like to take some calls now, Richard?
I'd love to take some calls. I'm a little upset, too.
Why?
Well, I'm not really upset. I'm disappointed. I never get to be a part of, like, fun controversies. Well, not never, but I was listening to the afternoon show.
Yeah.
And they played a clip from our show, but I wasn't on it. It was you and Grassa with the whole Peter dressing up as one of the Dalmatians.
I was very defensive of Peter.
No, I know, but I would have been happy to be involved in that conversation while it was happening when Danny called in.
Yeah, Danny was really nasty.
And
Peter's not a real man because he dressed up with his child for Halloween.
I think he was trying to be funny.
Well, I didn't think it was all that cute.
Yeah, I don't think the
I think
show liked it either.
You know, here's the thing. You get like 50 years ago where fathers are barely involved.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get, current day where fathers are, you'd almost say overly, like just involved to every extent.
Right.
What do you prefer?
I dress up every Halloween.
Right.
See, I mean, that's just but that's Peter dressing up or not dressing up. I mean, in Danny's mind, obviously, he thinks that like a big, strong fireman is more of a man. He doesn't think Peter's a real man.
Okay,
just
well,
in
that
general,
may be true.
Dress up or no dress up.
Okay, fine. Peter,
Which is nasty.
But you're going to crush him for dressing up with his family for Halloween?
No. I mean, my kids want me to dress up as whatever. I'll dress up as whatever.
Okay.
I don't care.
But you're manly. That's the difference. You're very manly. Peter's not manly.
Right, that's the point.
Right. You have big muscles. Peter doesn't have muscles. You have tattoos like a man. Peter doesn't have tattoos. His hair is tattoos.
I don't think muscles has anything to do with it.
Oh, muscles. Look at Rick. He's a real man. Number 1 pick in the draft. Peter's just a schlub. That's what Danny might as well have said.
That's what that's what he was saying, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Nice. He called him out for doing it in a firehouse with the most manly of places, neglecting to mention that the firehouse wanted him to be there, him and his wife and the baby.
Well, but he was, but I think he was less. I think it was less about like, hey, let's get Peter, Peter dressed as a Dalmatian to the firehouse, and more like, have you seen what Peter's wife looks like as Cruella de Vil?
There was a little bit of that going on, sure.
Oh, so he had the hots for Mrs. Rosenberg.
Had the hots for somebody.
That's my assumption, probably.
Look at the body on Peter's wife, huh?
Yeah.
That's what he was thinking?
Like, look at Cruella. No, the firemen were thinking, not Danny, the fireman.
Oh, maybe everybody.
Maybe everybody.
Maybe. Do you think there was a chance that one of them wanted to like talk to Peter off to the side so they could steal Manhattan?
Hey, Pete, let's go. Let me go show you some stuff around the firehouse.
Right.
Yeah.
And then guys, do your business now. Now take her from Peter.
Well, my buddy sneaks in here. No, that'd be terrible.
Let's go to Stamatis in Astoria. Stamatis, hello. How are you?
Hey, good morning, guys. Happy Monday. How you doing today?
We're doing great, Stamatis.
Good man. I want to ask you something, Dave. At any point in the fourth quarter of that game yesterday, did you feel as if the Giants were going to win that game?
Yes.
I did not. I legitimately
did
not.
You had a better read of that game than I did.
It's not even the read of the game. It's the read of the season. I mean, it's just like every time they have a lead, they blow it. It's like, at some point you start feeling, everyone keeps saying, like, Rick is saying that, he's hearing around the league that they might keep him and this and that.
No. Rick's not saying around the league they might keep Daboll. He's saying that they're going to independently, evaluate these two guys.
Right. I mean, here's my take. Like, it's like I really do believe that. I don't think Jaxson Dart is good because of Daboll. I think he's in spite of Daboll, he's good. I mean, could you tell me any other player that they've had since they've started all this that they've utilized on the offense?
But Stamatis, that's not fair, though. That's not fair. I'm not saying that Brian Daboll's a good head coach, but you can't give him no credit. This is not just some rookie just all of a sudden he steps on the field and is this good.
But
you got to give the coach some credit.
He had Daniel Jones, you ran him to the ground, and then they cut him, right? And any other quarterback that they've had since that first year that they made the playoffs, every single offensive opportunity he's had, he's failed. I mean, I don't
did
like
he not win games
like
with? Did he not win games with Tommy DeVito?
That was like a Jeremy Lin run. I mean,
but it happened, right? But it happened, right?
I mean, Stamatis, there's nothing wrong with us saying that Brian Daboll is a good offensive mind. Like that he shouldn't be the head coach of this team. I feel confident saying that, but he's a good offensive mind. Now, do I believe that Jaxson Dart will be great with any competent head coach? I do. I think Jaxson Dart is just it. I'm watching that game yesterday, wowed at he's taking Slayton and Robinson and Theo Johnson and Singletary and Tracy, and he threw for 242 yards. He would have gone well over 300 yards if he didn't get hurt in that game.
I think that was the most. I mean, that's the most yards a rookie's thrown for in the first half of a game for the Giants.
I mean, he is awesome. So, do I think he's been awesome under Brian Daboll? Yes. Do I think he'll be awesome under the next guy's tutelage as well? Yes.
Right, but all I'm saying is you can't just can't eliminate all credit from Brian Daboll. He's got to take some of the credit for this. Right. I mean, when he fumbled the ball, he fumbled it at the Bears' 21-yard line.
Right. They were going in for more points.
Right. So, I mean, I can't sit here and pound the table for him just because of, I mean, the record, one, since they had the playoff win, and two, because he's had success developing Jaxson Dart, and they have put themselves in position to win these games, that they've, I mean, for whatever reason, a bunch of different reasons, there's not just one thing you could point to, they haven't found a way to win these games.
Tell you what, I'm a team around the NFL. The Giants fire him, I would snap him up as my offensive mind.
Yeah, listen, I mean, the coaching, the head coach is responsible for the entire team. So, I mean, he deserves to take the blame for this. But, I mean, did he do a good enough job when he went out and hired Shane Bowen? No, he didn't.
You had a really good defensive mind. And because you're impossible to work with, you couldn't keep him.
Right. I'm just making the argument as to why you could keep him. But I would also say, like, I mean, the other thing I would say, if I was fighting to make sure he got fired, would be like, I mean, Daniel Jones thought he was being coached properly here, and then he went to Minnesota and was like, no, this is what real NFL coaching is.
And realized how much better it was elsewhere.
Right, so there's a real chance that Jaxson Dart gets on a new head coach that actually,
Could you imagine if he's better?
Right, and now, like, it is, this is what real coaching looks like. So, I mean, there's also that possibility.
Let's quickly go to Robin in Dobbs Ferry. Robin, I'm sure, is in a great mood this morning. How are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm very joyful.
Yeah.
Good morning, guys. I've been listening to everything you've been saying, and my take is basically in your camp, Dave, but I got a slightly different take. I mean, yesterday clinched it for me. I've seen enough. There's no question in my mind. Daboll needs to go. And personally, I'd fire him now, let Kafka be the interim head coach. You have to break the culture of losing that Daboll is responsible for, and it's squarely on his shoulders. I mean, they're all going to be gone next year anyway, and Kafka can't be any worse. I'd rather they make the move now so Dart isn't being left in there to the bitter end.
But why do you want – but, Robin, you saw what happened to the Jets last season, right? The defense was fine, and then all of a sudden they took Saleh, fired him, and put the defensive coordinator in charge, and the defense went right down the toilet. Why would you want to mess – the only good thing you have going right now is Jaxson Dart. You're going to fire Brian Daboll anyway.
I understand, but maybe – you keep doing the same thing over and over. How do we know Kafka couldn't do better? I'm not saying.
But is Kafka going to call defensive plays or is he calling offensive plays? Is he going to make Shane Bowen better? No. So why would you mess around with the offense? Why would you have Kafka, who's doing a good?
Because you have to protect Dart from himself.
That's not protecting Dart, though. That's making it worse for Jaxson Dart because now Kafka's got to worry about the whole team instead of just being the offensive coordinator and focus on the quarterback.
Okay.
Like, why mess with that? There's no reason to mess with that. And here's the thing. You don't want to win games anyway at this point. You got the quarterback, so the higher draft pick you have, the better.
Look, Daboll continue. They need to come up with a different word for embarrassment because he's not the adult in the room. So if Dart winds up getting really hurt because he's playing for his job, Kafka's not going to be doing that. And by the way, if we have any doubt, you guys talked about it. He is not head coaching material. No. Why is Wilson still in the game over Winston? Winston would give them the better opportunity to win, and it's got to end. It's got to end. I don't know about Shane.
Hang in there, Robin. You got 7 more, and it will be over. Thank you for the phone call. You just got into a screaming match with Robin.
Right, but I don't know what would that do though. Like, what would that accomplish outside of making Mike Kafka's life more difficult right now when he needs to just focus on Jaxson Dart? That's it. He's not firing Shane. If anyone should be fired right now, it's Shane Bowen.
Oh, yeah.
To try to get the defense going a little bit.
In due time. They'll all go in due time. Let's take a break. The Jets are on say it with me, a winning streak. We'll get to that next. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, you saw the outcome.
Here, just get one part. Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Out here, pets are always by your side, watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in with those you care about, and to remind ourselves that we're not alone. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for many. This November, BetterHelp's encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind the people in your life that you're there. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. Short questionnaire helps you identify your needs and preferences, and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recommendations. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads on this Monday. Here is Kristen North.
Good morning, guys. Better in Manhattan. The FDR Drive northbound approaching the Brooklyn Bridge. A crash has been cleared and all lanes have been reopened in both directions. Henry Hudson Parkway is slammed southbound at 125th Street. That crash takes out the 2 left lanes, and on the northbound side, the emergency vehicles, they take out 2 left lanes as well. Deegan northbound off-ramp to Van Cortlandt Park South is partially blocked with a stalled vehicle. Inbound upstairs at the GW Bridge, a crash is still being worked on. This is right by the toll plaza, but it is being pushed to the shoulder, and an earlier stalled tractor trailer under the apartments has been cleared, but there's a 45-minute delay behind it. This report is sponsored by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known. I'm Kristen North for 880 ESPN New York.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
New York Lottery's holiday scratch-off games are the perfect gift for everyone on your list.
Like me, your Aunt Jules. I told you I didn't need a gift this year, but I secretly really want one.
Or me, your neighbor Frank. I hope you didn't forget I'm coming to your holiday party tonight.
Or me. Why does no one ever think of the voiceover guy? Anyway, New York Lottery's holiday scratch-off games have more winners and top prizes up to $5,000. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
The following is a paid advertisement for the Wellness Company.
Hey there, it's Michelle Smallman from Unsportsmanlike. I'm thrilled to be joined by Dr. Drew from the Wellness Company. And Dr. Drew, you have something very exciting to talk about today, the medical emergency kit. Tell us a little bit about this.
It is exciting. Look, I have been fighting to try to protect the patient-physician relationship my entire career, and we have lost. I finally decided I need to be involved with people that put the power back in the patient directly. These emergency kits give you everything you need so you don't have to spend $1,200 going to the emergency room. We have a significant medical team, the medical board at TWC, and we just sat down and put together what we would want for our family, for our patients.
Oh my gosh, so anything that anyone could need is in this
and there's
kit.
A guidebook here to tell you exactly how to use it, and again, telehealth backup.
It's remarkable. It's innovative. Everyone needs to get one. UrgentCareKit.com/sports, promo code sports to get $50 off your kit. That's UrgentCareKit.com/sports, promo code sports.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
It's almost like he didn't have legs. He's in massive trouble. He'll escape to the right. Somebody dives at his non-existent legs, and they don't tackle him again. Where are his legs?
All 3 phases. Just didn't get the job done. Another tough loss.
His job is to make this team win games and be functional from 1 to 53, not solely the quarterback. Is that working?
No.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Vanishing legs!
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
All right, away we go. Of course, Raymond's going to take us on a tour around the league. A lot going on yesterday. RJ not so verbose about his Niners yesterday. They got taken to the woodshed by the Rams. And how good is the Rams offense, my God?
How good's Matthew Stafford?
Oh, he is awesome.
By the way, though, I just saw this.
What?
I would give, right now, I think the two we would agree on, I think, and I probably would. I mean, if he wasn't a running back, I would say that you'd probably go with the running back right now. But the reality is, Saquon didn't win it last year, so it's a quarterback.
Jonathan Taylor.
Right. Would be Matthew Stafford, but apparently the odds have now shifted to Drake May as the favorite for MVP.
No, there's no way.
I just saw it.
Look at the number. I'm not saying you're wrong, but Stafford's putting up an unbelievable season. How is that possible?
ESPN Bet has Drake May as the favorite to win the MVP.
And who's second?
I don't know. All I saw was the favorite.
You don't have the list.
I didn't look it up. I just saw it.
Gotcha. By the way, people are attacking you via social media about what happened with Robin.
Well, I didn't mean to be nasty with Robin, but what I don't know what that would solve.
Well, I guess the differing opinion isn't what has people. It's just the fact that you just screamed at poor innocent Robin.
Well, I mean, listen, if you're calling you, I mean, it has the potential sometimes to get a little heated.
I cannot believe Rick just fired off on sweet Robin.
Well, Robin is sweet, but I think that Robin didn't make a great point.
I understand his point, but how dare he strike that tone with her?
I apologize. I did not mean to strike that tone.
Yeah, she didn't deserve that.
Well, I think it was you pushed me to that, and then Robin kind of was just like the one that paid the price for it.
Who pushed you to that?
To be fair, you just repeatedly kept shouting her down.
Who?
Robin.
Ray kept saying, "I'm he's screaming at Rice."
Right, but I just don't.
At Robin.
Yeah, I didn't mean to scream. I apologize. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm a little on edge. But yeah, that wasn't very nice. I apologize.
RJ
Robin.
says the order of MVP. You ready?
Yeah.
May, Stafford, Mahomes, Taylor.
Yeah.
And that's the order.
Well, I think if people really thought that running back could win it, I think that Taylor would probably be higher up on that list.
Because you couldn't have a better season than he's having.
No.
Plus 650.
He went wild.
What, Ray, do you have the numbers in front of you?
May is plus 250. Stafford plus 325. Mahomes plus 600. Taylor plus 650.
You know who wants to get involved with this gambling thing? This is not funny. I probably should.
I know exactly where you're going, and that's me.
I don't know if it's the time to do it.
Yeah. I'm not going to do it. All right, so your Jets, how about that now? Two wins in a row. That in my world, that constitutes a winning streak, not in Raymond's for some reason. They've won 2 in a row. Here's the thing. All the problems still exist, but somehow they've won another football game.
Yeah, when we don't really need to win the football game, but I guess there is probably like
a culture standpoint, I guess.
The Don LaGreccas of the world that will be happy about this win because we need to figure out if Aaron Glenn can coach.
But do you really? Because he could be back regardless.
He's coming back. He's coming back regardless.
You're not fighting for anything.
Right. Like, I mean, did you see anything yesterday that would lead you to believe that he's a better coach now?
Listen, the guys fight for him, and I think that matters. But as far as like the X's and O's, no, I mean, you got lucky or fortunate or whatever that you got a kickoff return and a punt return. If you don't get those things, you don't win that game.
Right. I mean, the thing that you would say about Aaron Glenn is that even after trading away 2 of your best defensive players, right, and kind of waving the white flag, like this, it's not about this season, it's about the future, is that they came out and played the way that they came out. My only problem with that is it because, listen, they played hard. Like, Will McDonald was good. Quincy Williams clearly got the message. He was good. All that stuff is great. But was it just taking advantage of a really bad Cleveland Browns offense, just like Justin Fields took advantage of a really bad Cincinnati Bengals defense? Because Justin Fields stunk yesterday. Stunk.
He was. And I know the Browns defense is really good, but he was beyond bad. Like he's unplayable. You just happen to find ways to put some points on the board via non-offensive ways.
Dave, he threw for 54 yards. 42 of them were a screen pass to Breece Hall.
Right.
He completed 6 passes. He was 6 of 11.
But he's not good.
We had minus.
But at least you have the answer. Like, he's not good. I don't even know that he's. Here's what you would like in a perfect world, because you need to draft a quarterback or trade for a quarterback in some capacity this offseason. I don't even know that if you had a Jaxson Dart young quarterback, that Justin Fields is capable of being your entree into that quarterback. I don't even think he's good enough for that.
It doesn't feel like it. I mean, listen, Garrett Wilson had 2 targets in the first half, didn't catch a pass for the entire game, got hurt again. I mean, Justin Fields in the first half was 3 of 6 for 5 yards. We had -5 net passing yards in the first half. 62 total net yards in the first half.
It's jarring.
And somehow
watching the
we're
Jets
tied at
offense,
17.
it just hits different.
It just doesn't hit at all.
No, but I'm like you watch certain teams. You say this is not a good team, but at least they're like competent. Offensively, the Jets they're not competent. They're brutal.
Dude, I mean, you had Brees Hall had the one for 42 yards. You had Mason Taylor caught one pass. Mechie caught one pass. I mean, those two offenses. I mean, Dylan Gabriel's not good either.
Well, because he's like 5'10".
I don't care how big he is, dude. He had a couple throws in that game.
He's not good. He's not the answer.
I mean, to the point where the commentators are like, that may be the worst drive I've ever seen covering the sport.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, but at least you won the game, so you have that positivity heading into
Do I
Monday.
want to win the game, though? Like in the grand scheme of things.
No, probably not, but you can't take a win and throw it out. I mean,
No,
you didn't think you were going to get any. Then you thought you were going to get one. Now you've got two. I mean, yeah.
No, I know. Listen, but I mean, again, like when your front office and your head coach, because I think it's the head coach that's calling the shots anyway, wave the white flag and say, hey, it's not about this season. It's about, it's about finding the quarterback, right? Going back to 2021 when I had my little nervous breakdown and we had the 5 first-round picks, the only one that didn't hit was the quarterback.
Right.
And that's why we're in the position that we're in. So when you make the deal for Sauce, and you make the deal for Quinton Williams, and you get all these first-round picks, we all know what it's about. And I'm sure the team knows what it's about. But the players will go out and play hard. And that's exactly what they did. So credit to the players and credit to the coaching staff for getting them ready to go. But, I mean, when push comes to shove, you want to draft, you want this year's first-round pick to be as high as possible to give you the most flexibility. It's either we'll take Mendoza with that pick, or if we don't like Mendoza and we want to wait, then now we have, we have the first overall pick. We can do whatever we want with it.
Right. Right. Listen, you're not wrong, but on the flip side, you can't be involved in a game like that and not try to win. And there's something to be said for, you mentioned it, you traded away your best 2 defensive players. You benched another guy that's a Pro Bowl quality player, and you go out there and you beat a team. Now, granted, they stink, but you beat them. At least there's something to be said that they went out and played for him yesterday.
Right, and I agree with you. I mean, that's the big takeaway, is that these guys still found a way to show up. I mean, it's very easy to all of a sudden, when you see your 2 best players, two of your best defensive players get traded away, and you could say, okay, I mean, that's it. You can let go of the rope, and they didn't do that. And they found a way, which is great. But I just think, I mean, as far as the what the best case scenario for the season would be now would be, have that pick be as high as possible.
Well, I guess the positive thing is if you don't have the number 1 pick or the number 2 pick, you do now have the draft equity and capital to move up. And if you like that guy, whoever that guy is, you like him, you have enough to probably go up and get.
Right, but I mean, in a perfect world, you don't want to have to use more picks to get what you want.
Right. You're right. Now, the perfect scenario, and if I could speak with God, this is what I would suggest. The Giants pick 2, the Jets pick 4, and you have to trade us lots of stuff to move up to get that quarterback.
That would not be great for me. I wouldn't love
God,
that at
would
all.
That be good?
Yeah, I wouldn't love that at all.
It would be so
That'd
good.
be really bad.
Who all this, it makes him so happy, and I like hearing a happy Ira on a Monday morning. Ira, you have a winning streak is what they call it in the business. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. You know what? I am happy, and I get it, Rick, but I can't be in the Tankathon game. They have the ammunition. Let's face it. Tennessee's going to get the first pick and not taking a quarterback. The Jets have the ammunition. If they're in love with Mendoza or another quarterback, they'll go up to one and get it. So it is all about, well, I want to be wrong. I still don't think Aaron Glenn's ever going to have a 500 record or get us to the playoffs. But you know what? They did play hard. You mentioned it. They played hard for him yesterday. They got extremely lucky. I did some research last night, and unless I'm wrong, that's the first time ever in NFL history that on back-to-back possessions, there was a kickoff return for TD and a punt return for TD. So that's what it took to win the game.
I thought I saw, maybe I'm wrong, because I had everything on, and I thought I saw it was the first time a team has ever had a punt return and a kickoff return for touchdowns in the same game.
No, I think I read something either 2017 or 2005. There were 2 other teams that did it. It was the third time. But just getting back to the game real quickly, Dave, you better think very quickly, very seriously about Stefanski, because he was atrocious yesterday, and that's one of the main reasons the Jets won the game.
Okay, he was atrocious.
He wasn't calling the plays.
Yeah, but still, he's the head coach. On 4th and 1, you're running for 5 yards a clip. Okay, 10 minutes to go in the game, you're in Jets territory. You can't have this guy step back to throw a pass. And he was throwing the ball all over the field yesterday. The Browns could have run the ball down the Jets' throat. So
they did. They ran for like 160 yards.
Yeah, they should have ran for 250 yards. So, that was on Brown's head coach. But, overall, listen, like I said, I know a lot of people, they want to lose every game. At the end of the day, if the Jets lost, I wouldn't have been upset because it's still in our favor. So, like Rick said, I'll take out of it. As much as I don't believe in Aaron Glenn, at least the players were ready to play, and that's a step forward, a very small step.
You know what's so unfortunate, thanks to the call, Ira, Rick, is that the bar is so low. It's like we're sitting here all excited. Well, at least guys were ready to play in a football game. That's where we are.
Well, that's where we're at. I mean, that's
right.
That's what you're talking about when your team is 1-7 and trades 2 of their best defensive players. Like, what version of the team are you going to get? I mean, you had the whole thing too, where it's like, on teams that are actually playing for something, that are well run, it's like Lamar Jackson's fed up. Like, we're not taking this serious enough. Get rid of the ping pong table. Get rid of the games. We're all about business. And then you got us 1-7, and Breece Hall's bombing around the locker room in a go-kart. So it's like, I mean, it's and to their credit, I mean, and maybe I guess just where the Cleveland Browns are at, they found a way to win. I mean, Smeeney had the stat. Since 1950, teams had been 225-0 when holding opponents to 175 or fewer yards and not turning the ball over. Browns are the first team to lose.
It's incredible. By the way, Smeeney said on Friday when we had him on and you were not here, we asked him quarterback this draft, quarterback next draft. He said no. They're 100% they're going with the quarterback this offseason. Whether it's via trade or via the draft, they will answer that question this offseason.
Well, if that's the case, then, I mean, you want to have the highest pick possible.
Of course you do.
Right, but even if it's not Mendoza that you like, if you're going to go trade for a veteran quarterback, all these people that want to keep talking about Joe Burrow, what's better, the 5th overall pick or the 1st overall pick where that team gets to decide that team may loves Mendoza? I
totally get it. You have to have as much draft equity. I just don't like. Is it bad to win? I mean, you still have so much football left.
No, it's not bad. Listen, it's not bad. It's not bad to win. Like I'm happy that they won, but like, I mean, what are the real takeaways? There's a chance that
they got fortunate. The special teams was good, and that buoyed them to a
right.
victory.
Like, I mean, there's a chance that Breece Hall's not back. There's a chance that Quincy Williams isn't back.
That's franchise malpractice. If you didn't trade Breece Hall and you don't re-sign Breece Hall or keep Breece Hall, then that's embarrassing.
Right, but outside of franchise tagging, there were people that were interested in him. Like, does he really want to come back? Like, if he just gets the free agency, does he want to come back here? Like, when's he going to win here?
I don't know, 2028, 2029?
Right. I mean, then you watch some of these other running backs that go from bad teams to good teams and the success that they have.
You're right.
So, I mean, they kept Alan Lazard. He's a healthy scratch.
It's unbelievable. They threw for 54 yards.
And 42 was a screen pass.
They threw for 54 yards. They threw 11 times and won the game.
11 times. Yeah, minus 5
times.
passing yards in the first half.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll get to more of your calls. We're going to go around the league. We're going to do a frenzy. We've got a wild story in Major League Baseball. Knicks continue to roll along at home. 800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
The following is a paid advertisement for the Wellness Company.
Hey there, it's Michelle Smallman from Unsportsmanlike. I'm thrilled to be joined by Dr. Drew from the Wellness Company. And Dr. Drew, you have something very exciting to talk about today, the medical emergency kit. Tell us a little bit about this.
It is exciting. Look, I have been fighting to try to protect the patient-physician relationship my entire career, and we have lost. I finally decided I need to be involved with people that put the power back in the patient directly. These emergency kits give you everything you need so you don't have to spend $1,200 going to the emergency room. We have a significant medical team, the medical board at TWC, and we just sat down and put together what we would want for our family, for our patients.
Oh my gosh, so anything that anyone could need is in this
and there's
kit.
a guidebook here to tell you exactly how to use it, and again, telehealth backup.
It's remarkable. It's innovative. Everyone needs to get one. UrgentCareKit.com/sports, promo code sports to get $50 off your kit. That's UrgentCareKit.com/sports, promo code sports.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me. Like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Jets, Giants on the table, of course. 800-919-3776. Aaron Glenn, let's hear from the Jets head coach. You know what he got yesterday? His first win at MetLife Stadium. Here is the Jets head coach.
I just want to win. That's it. I just want to win, home, away. It doesn't matter. I mean, obviously, it's great to win at home in front of our fans. I've been saying this for a while. I want to build something that the fans are proud of. Listen, I know we're not close to being that yet, but I have full confidence that's what we plan on doing. And we're going to continue to focus on that. You know, focus on us and focus on being a team that the fans are proud of.
You know, I'm just thinking of when I hear that soundbite. They've given this guy a whole lot of autonomy with having done nothing.
I mean, that's where we're at.
I mean, but think about that. Most guys don't go into a job and have, you know, a clear runway to do whatever it is that they want when they've never succeeded ever in this league.
Well, as a head coach.
Right.
I mean, he has. Listen, I mean, they went through the entire process, and they identified him as the one that was going to be capable of taking this mess and transforming it into what you see in Detroit now. I mean, that's the hope, right? Like, I mean, the guy, he was a Jet. He was a really good player for the Jets, so he's supposed to know what it means to be, like he knows the market. He knows, exactly what he's dealing with. And, he's paid his dues on both sides of the ball. And watch Dan Campbell transform Detroit. So the hope is that he can do the same thing here.
Yeah, I get it. It's a lot of blind faith is what it is.
Well, at this point, what do we have? That's all we have is blind faith now. I mean, this is we're talking about, your owner making good decisions. Look at my owner.
Right. Well, your owner is even worse than my owner.
Right. So, I mean, none of it's going to matter, though. Just like, none of those picks will matter if they don't find the quarterback.
That's right.
If they get the quarterback right, yeah, there's a chance that we have success here. I just don't. And if I got to hear more people talking about the whole Joe Burrow thing, man, I don't know if I can take any more of it.
Oh, Dan is leading the charge on Friday. I got John going crazy with. Why? If you're the Bengals and you trade Joe Burrow, you should close up shop and not play in the NFL anymore.
Right. If you're a Bengals fan and they trade Joe Burrow for draft picks and take to draft a rookie quarterback that you would pray to God would be half as good as Joe Burrow is, then you should just. Why would you go to games anymore after paying both of his receivers?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the answer for it. Trevor Lawrence. You know what? That seems reasonable if that's something you wanted to do.
I don't know.
Bryce Young? I'm not saying you want to. I'm just saying, these are the names that I think are much more doable than Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's... you can say what you want about the injury stuff. Joe Burrow healthy is at the top. He's in that elite category.
He's in that top 3 in the NFL. And by the way, you think Joe Burrow's going to want to go from the Bengals, who are a dumpster fire and a disaster and an embarrassment, to the Jets, who are the same thing?
No, I think the thought would be that he'll have no choice in the matter.
Guys like Joe Burrow have a choice
that they'll just take. They'll take the best package, and the Jets have the most picks,
and he'll just walk in and show up.
That's it. Yeah,
as a good soldier
from one mess to another.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. You'd have been proud of me yesterday, by the way.
Why? What happened yesterday?
Alex had a lacrosse tournament in the morning up in a little north of Bristol, and I was up and out early, and I forego whatever the phraseology would be, the Colts and Falcons game.
Look at you. So Alex is back now. So his injury's healed up enough to play.
He's not great, but he played really well yesterday.
He played well. So you're up near me. I was up past Bristol also.
Yeah, I was at some Farmington sports complex.
Oh, nice. That's close to me, where I was.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're up in...
unbelievable complex.
Cromwell. All I know is that I passed the way that I would normally go to Bristol. I went the way we go to Bristol, and I went past it. So
yeah, so did I. I went to a couple exits past, and then I was standing there. Tell me if you think this is wrong.
Okay.
So I'm standing there, and because I'm so technologically savvy, I was able to put the Falcons Colts game on my phone. I'm watching it on my phone, and I have a guy who I don't know. A guy, I think he was a parent on the other team, is like, "Do me a favor. After every play, tell me what's happening." And I was like, what? He's like, just give me Bijan for 3. I was like, no. He's like, why? I was like, because I don't want to do that. I'm trying to watch my kid play, and I'm trying to concentrate on the game. I'm not going to sit there and be like, Taylor for 7.
Yeah.
No. I said, why don't you watch it on your phone? He goes, I'm taking video of my kid, so I can't. And then he starts to get angry at me. So I had to walk down to the other end of the field.
Right. I think what most people would say is, are you really paying attention to your kid if you're watching the football game at the same time?
Me?
Yeah.
I could do both. I watch 8 games at once. I can watch my kid play and watch the football game on my phone.
I think if you really cared.
No, you know what? I'm not going down this rabbit hole with you guys.
I think if you really cared, you'd have called the game off your phone as if you were there.
So I would have done play-by-play. 1st and 10 from the 33. Hand off to Taylor. He could go again.
One receiver left, one to the right. High back formation.
That's probably what this guy wanted.
I give him credit, though, for asking.
No.
He saw you as a confidant. Someone like, this guy gets me. He's football all the time. So imagine his reaction when he was met with, what are you, nuts? We're here to watch the kids.
I didn't say, what are you nuts? We're here to watch the kids. I said, I'm not doing that. I didn't want to do that.
He looks at you like a mythical
If
creature.
he was looking for, like, you know what, at the end of every drive, do me a favor, give me an update, fair. I want an update play after play after play. I'm not doing it.
He knew who he was dealing with, or he thought he knew.
Well, I'm not doing it. This is about me.
Yeah, listen.
This is about the growth I've made as a parent that I was willing to bypass watching the game on an 80-inch television to go, wake up early, drive an hour and a half, and watch my son play in these games.
Yeah, you should be applauded. We all have these moments. John had this moment.
Some things are bigger than what's happening on the gridiron.
And then you had this moment just now. So growth from both of you.
See? That's nice.
It's a nice step. I mean, we have set the bar so low that that's like it's a big deal that you decided to not stay home to watch Colts Falcons to go watch your son play lacrosse.
Yeah, that's good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I did have to leave after game 2 though.
Why?
Because I wasn't gonna miss the Giants.
Good for you.
Yeah,
good for you.
So I did as much as I could, and then I had to go.
Wait, so you left?
Yeah.
So you drove 2 cars,
right?
And you left the family in Connecticut.
Correct.
Oh my goodness!
What would I do?
Sounds terrible when you put it that way.
Tape the Giants, probably.
No, are you out of your mind?
I mean, look at it.
Baby steps, Rick. Baby steps. This is not.
I
missed
the Falcons Colts on a large television.
Can't
you want me to bypass watching the Giants? Come on.
No, I
Take
don't know.
the Giants.
Listen, I mean, most people would say, "Hey, that's it's worth it to watch your kid play lacrosse," but that's not you.
Other people want to watch Russell Wilson in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, if you
that's
really
funny,
wanted
RJ. Your defense looked great yesterday.
It looked
if you
terrible.
wanted full credit, you would have watched. You wouldn't have watched the.
I don't need full credit.
Well, you
I'll
don't
take
get full
partial credit.
I
You
will
get partial.
Optically yesterday, a lot went right in that game for you. Just as far as like viewing the TV screen, those jerseys, loved them.
Beautiful.
A little bit of snowfall coming down, loved that too. It was nice.
By the way, Sherry takes a lot of video of Alex, and the problem is I'm standing next to her, so you get my commentary throughout the video being taken, and that's not great for me.
No.
He's like, I hear you think I'm slow. I'm like, where'd you get that from? You said it on the video.
Oh no. Like, is she still showing him those? She shows those videos to him.
Well, she shows him the videos. He's like, I want to see all the videos, things I do well, things I do poorly, so I can kind of learn from it. I was like, that's great, but you get live reaction from me.
Could you imagine like when Alex is like married, has his kids of his own, and they go back like, oh, look at Dad, I found this old video of me playing lacrosse. Like, let's turn it on. And then like 4 seconds, it's like, oh my goodness, he looks so slow out there.
Yeah, but you know what? What do you want me to? It's an honest assessment.
And then you have the other guy be like, what's Jonathan Taylor doing? Like, this was the world that we lived in.
Yeah, that's right. Guy screaming for the you. So you won't give updated play-by-play? No, I will not do that for you.
Yeah, who's this
I'm
Jonathan
trying to keep
Taylor
my head
guy?
above water, pal. Should have seen me driving home.
Fast?
Yeah.
I didn't like how the Mercedes had a couple door dings in it. I didn't love that.
You know what the amazing thing about that is? I've never noticed those. You walk out of the building, you see it. Ray's like, there's no dings. You're like, right here, ding, ding.
They were 2 of them.
It's unbelievable that you noticed that. It's fine.
He's got an eye for
turn
that
soon.
type of
Those
thing.
are not major dings. They'll take it back
No,
without problem.
I hate those. I go crazy with those things. I hate
sorry.
it. Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry
not your
you
fault.
have
It's
to
not
deal
your fault.
Well,
You didn't
maybe
ding
it is.
Too close, you think? You mean park too close?
Yeah. Let's go to Paul in Hoboken and see what's on his mind this morning with the Giants. Good morning, Paul. How are you?
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm a big Giants fan. I don't think I've missed a game in 20 years, and that was because of a funeral. So a couple things, if you'll allow me.
Sure.
One, Dave, usually I'm 100% on par with you with the Giants. I don't agree that Daboll is a great offensive coordinator. I agree that he is a great quarterbacks coach. The reasons why, this season, how many games have we lost just because of clock management? That's not a great offensive coordinator. And I know some of it is on the defense.
All right. You know what? Fair.
Is,
I mean, you want to sit here and argue
okay.
that? Ultimately, what's the difference? Like, you don't like that I said he's a great he seems to get a lot out of his quarterbacks. He's a smart offensive guy for the most part. And he's going to be gone anyway. So what's the difference if he's a great offensive mind or he's a great quarterback guru or whatever it happens to be?
Yeah, I'm not bearing you for it. The other point is I'm watching the beginning of that game and I'm super frustrated. I'm like, I don't know what to do here. Is this team? Do I want to root for them or do I want to root for them to lose? And I got to a point in the game and I'm like, you know what? I think this is better if they lose for two reasons. The obvious one is the draft picks. But
that doesn't even matter that much for the Giants now. And I agree with you. I don't think losing is a bad thing at all, and I wasn't heartbroken at all by that. I'm just like shake my head, another one of these. But if you were in the market for the quarterback, I would understand that. But you're not in the market for a quarterback. So you're probably, if you pick third or fifth or seventh, you're probably going to get the best receiver or the best, offensive lineman anyway.
Agreed. Or you trade back, which is always a possibility, and you have more equity. But actually the bigger one outside of the draft picks that I thought was really important is, as I'm watching this collapse again, I'm like, this is officially the end of the road for Brian Daboll. Mm-hmm. Even if he wins 6 games moving forward, I think he is done. And I think that was what I was actually happy about when Chicago came back and won, because he has to be done after that one.
Well, I don't think you have much concern. Brian Daboll's done.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
They're going to be a 3-win team, maybe. Brian Daboll's done.
Yeah. And then you got to figure out who the next guy's going to be. Yeah, here's what I was thinking, though, too, as I was watching the game, though, is that, year one, who do you give credit to that? Who do you give the credit to for year one?
I'll give Daboll credit. I give Jones credit. I give everybody credit. They got Wink. I think it's a lot of credit.
Right, but I think as far as as you're trying to decide on both these guys, because I don't think it's just. It shouldn't just be Brian Daboll. It should be Joe Schoen also. It's Brian Daboll actually won those. He was coaching that team. He was coaching those players, so he gets he's going to clearly get more credit for that because he was the coach, right?
Fair.
Daniel Jones
give him credit. Team. He deserves credit for that.
Right, but that's not Joe. That wasn't Joe Schoen's team, though. They won. That's not it's year one. How many of those?
No, that was the cleaning of the crap that Gettleman had left, and you still turned that team into a successful organization.
That Brian Daboll won with, and now fast forward to year 4 we're in, and it's we've gone through drafts and off seasons where Joe Schoen has picked players, and there's no winning. It's at least you saw Brian Daboll win with someone else's players.
Well,
now
that's my point. Joe Schoen has not done a good job here.
Right. So it can't just be one.
But that's what I've been sitting here telling you.
No, I know that's what you've been telling me, but but the school of thought out there from people is that it might just be one because
it's possible
behind the scenes stuff that's going on.
That's why that caller who says draft pick, I think losing just to clean house is more important than doing it for the draft pick. There's no way if the Giants go 3-14, you can bring anybody back. You can't.
You wouldn't think so, but they did it last year.
Yeah, but another 3-14? What? When would Joe Schoen lose his job then? What would have to happen?
I don't know.
If you have that's big time job security.
Big time.
If you go 3-14, follow it up with getting the quarterback and going 3-14 again, and you don't lose your job, good on you, man.
Yeah, you're doing something right.
You're doing something really, really right. All right, let's break. Raymond's going to take us around the league. We're going to do a football frenzy. We're going to get to your calls, 800-919-3776. It's DNR with you on a football Monday. Giants fans just bewildered. Jets fans, I think, somewhat happy. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino and Associates, bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah. When someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law firm that bites back.
Dad, that's brilliant. Accident victims, call D'Agostino and Associates and bite back. Hey, we could even put a big vicious dog on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and Rottweilers on buses.
Hey, how about a toll-free number?
What are you thinking?
1-800-BITE-BACK.
1-800-BITE-BACK. That's brilliant.
But what if people hear fight back?
Easy. I'll spell it out for them, like 1-800-BITE, back. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Love it. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
All this talk about biting back got me hungry.
Me too. Want to grab lunch?
Sure. Hey, how about a jingle?
You mean like D'Agostino, law, bite back?
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window & Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window & Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window & Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Visit Brooklyn Window & Door at 185 30th Street in Brooklyn or call 718-WINDOWS.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
Michelle's Moment here for Gainbridge and their Give Back program, Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity's goal is to empower girls and women through sports and education, providing 32 organizations in 21 states $222 of grant funding during 2025. These grants aim to level the playing field and expand access to sports and education for girls and women across the country. Here's to a future with no limits for women's sports with Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown! Yes! Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
The city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports. ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Game time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Rangers at the Garden looking to score a goal against the Predators. That's at 7 o'clock tonight. Islanders visit the Devils at the Rock. That should be a good game.
Yeah.
And then 8:15, the Eagles in Green Bay to play the Packers on ESPN. And that's game time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. I will tell you this right now. I am very happy that I am not in the situation that Raymond is in right now. Very happy.
He put himself in this situation.
He's 0-2. He's desperate for a win in the football picks, and he's completely reliant on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's right.
That's a really rough position to be in.
Oh, by the way, let's not bury the lead. That was five straight picks for those guys. Together.
Okay. It's interesting that you mentioned that. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's actually.
What are you complaining about?
Okay, I'll tell you what. If you guys discuss it amongst yourself, I have an email that I'm going to read to you, and it's jarring. Here, I found it. Ready for this, Rick?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Dave, I'm late to the party because I was not able to listen live yesterday. But I'm listening to the podcast from yesterday right now. I teach high school statistics. And the probability of Raymond and RJ choosing the same 3 games is 1 in 3,276. 3276 comes from 28C3. Blah, blah, blah. Options, 14 games, 28 possible winners you can choose from. That means it's about a 0.03 chance of choosing the same exact 3. Virtually impossible if, in fact, this were truly random. Now, by the way, to add on to that email, they didn't just take 3 games the same. They took 5 games consecutively the same. I call shenanigans.
Shenanigans as we went 1 and 4.
Like,
Doesn't
seriously.
matter.
So you would like to undo the 1 and 4 and let us pick other games?
Let's go ahead and switch them, please.
No.
Let's go ahead.
Picking.
Retroactively.
I like what you guys are doing. Keep it going.
Let me go ahead and pick.
That's not the point, Rick. You're missing the point. You're getting bamboozled by the result. The fact is, they're doing something very nefarious, and we just allow it to happen.
We haven't discussed this at all.
It's not possible. Then you share a brain.
Right, but, I mean, why fight it, though? I mean, do I agree with you? Yeah, I probably agree with you. I mean, but they're 1 and 4 in their last 5 picks together. Let them keep doing it.
I wish we weren't thinking the same.
I don't want it to stop.
No, they're falling off a cliff. I get it,
Yeah,
but that's not
nefarious or not, keep it going.
The point is that they're obviously discussing games.
Unhappy people will find things to complain about always.
So you call me an unhappy person?
Well, you're complaining.
So if anybody
you
complains,
should be celebrating. You should be celebrating. You're complaining.
Yeah, you just be happy. Listen, you nailed your Rams pick. You got a horseshoe somewhere up your butt with the Texans because you bet.
What is that about?
You bet on Davis Mills.
Davis Mills was lights out yesterday.
You willingly put your name behind Davis Mills.
And how's that look now?
Like the luckiest pick of the year besides
You took Bryce Young.
Well, I bet against Tyler Shuck, which apparently was
That's a terrible loss for Carolina.
It's bad. Yeah, I was wrong. You haven't heard me made a peep. They deserve to lose that game.
RJ, what you should be RJ, what you really should be mad about is that he stole your betting strategy to take the Houston game.
Yeah, you really did.
He actually said it when he made the pick. I listened on Friday.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Makes no sense, so I'm taking Houston.
Yeah.
Well, see that it worked out. So it's hard to argue, but you were as dead could be. You're down 19 in the
But I
fourth
won
quarter.
the game.
I wouldn't advise continuing.
I see things others don't see. I'm like the little child in Sixth Sense.
You're still in last.
I saw the future, and I saw a big deficit and then a massive comeback in the second half.
I see dead people.
Yeah. I'm Haley Joel Osment of the radio.
What happened with our Bucks pick then? You didn't see that one?
I didn't see that. I was more focused on seeing the future with the other game.
Dumb. What a bad pick that was.
And I like that pick, too. I liked it during the game. I like that pick.
I know he hasn't lost on the road yet.
By the way, I think we have to change our mindset with the AFC East.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Patriots division now.
No, I mean, for you, the Patriots should be what you want to be, obviously.
And how quickly they did it, too.
Well, that's what I mean, though.
Right. So they get the quarterback. They don't really gel properly. Head coach clearly not the answer. They hired the right head coach. They make some moves in the offseason, and they're, the best team in the AFC, maybe.
Right. So, and Drake May now has the best odds to win the MVP. But that's,
right.
That wasn't just Mike Vrabel, though. It goes back to the whole, head coach is responsible for putting together a great staff. Josh McDaniels is his offensive coordinator. Right? So, that's not just Mike Vrabel. You're bringing Josh McDaniels also to that.
Right.
And what he's been able to do with Drake May.
Right. Look at that team now. And not only look at that team, look how young that team is.
The team's rolling.
Look how young they are. Do they really have the answer at wide receiver? There's areas to improve on that team.
Yeah, of course. This is only year 2 of Drake May too.
Oh, that'd be terrifying for me. All right, let's get to a couple of phone calls, and then we'll have Raymond take us around the league. Let's go to Paul in New Hampshire. Paul, you're on ESPN New York.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Rick. I think I'd like to just make the point that the media focus on Schoen and Daboll is fine, but you got to start turning the heat up on the front office. This team is never going to get any better. as long as you have Kevin Abrams rolled over year after year, you have McDonald in as player personnel manager, and he's a nephew or a cousin or whatever. You have Chris Mara running the personnel department.
Paul, we can sit here and we can
why
play
get
this
worked
game.
up about that?
It's not going to change.
No.
It's not going to. So you want to sit here and you want to scream about Woody Johnson? You want to scream about the Mara family being heavily involved in the front office? Paul, it's not going to change.
I know, Dave, but you know what? It doesn't make sense to not at least keep bringing it to the fore, because if you don't, it just gets rolled over. Another general manager comes in, the same crappy players get put on the field, and then the coach gets undermined.
Paul, here's the thing, and this is why I would have hope, because I went back and I gave you since they fired Tom Coughlin, right? I mean, good decisions haven't been made, and you haven't had the kind of success that you're looking for. I mean, I think their record since they fired Tom Coughlin, I believe, is the second worst in the NFL. Yeah, second worst. Since they fired Tom Coughlin, the 53, 104-1. Here's what I say. And thanks for the phone call. The hope, if I was a Giants fan, would be that Jaxson Dart has shown enough that there will be a coach that is qualified, that can turn this thing around, that's going to want your job. It's
Correct.
not just like, hey, it's the Giants. It's the Giants, but it's also I got Jaxson Dart. And let's all call it what it is in the NFL. If you have a quarterback, you can win. If you don't, you can't.
That's right. And we know the answer. Now him staying upright and safe, I think is a real question. But as far as is he the answer as far as being a legitimate NFL quarterback, he's terrific, Rick. He's terrific quarterback.
He's awesome. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I watched that play like 15 different times. I still don't understand how during the broadcast, we don't know. We can't identify the play that he got hurt. What do you mean you can't identify the play that he got hurt?
I mean, it's wild. I sat there with 8 games. Now, I'm more focused on the Giants than the other games, but I'm sitting there with, I guess, 7 games at 1 o'clock yesterday, and it was clear as day. Then the group chat starts, and you're like, God, guys, something's happened there. Clearly he's hurt. And no one, not an announcer, not anyone on the sideline.
How about the coach?
No one has any idea?
How about the coach?
The
we didn't
coach,
know exactly which play.
Isn't there a person that's at every game that's like an independent neurologist that's supposed to be there to determine whether we should look at this guy?
100%, yeah.
Where's that guy?
Great question. I was shocked. I thought for sure it was going to be, unfortunately for you guys, it was going to be Russell Wilson.
Which is another thing.
In the next possession, but it wasn't.
It's unbelievable. It really is. Brian in Ridgewood. Brian, you're on ESPN New York.
Good morning, guys. 2 quick things. One is I'm in Don's boat of I can't root against my team, so I just will throw that in there. But the second thing is I know we're talking a lot about Mendoza. We got to get a good pick to try to get Mendoza. But after watching Saturday's games, and I know Mendoza had that great final drive, I think Simpson's the better quarterback.
He might be.
He just looks much more poised. Going through
but
progression.
it depends if Simpson's coming out or not, though.
He might be. But you're not going to wait 2 years for Simpson. Here's the thing, too, and thanks for the call.
I like Simpson.
I like Simpson, too. Here's the thing. I watched every game. I did nothing Saturday except for watch college football. I don't think any of these guys are great.
Well, listen, I mean, there were a lot of people that didn't think Jaxson Dart would be this either. So, like, you never know.
You never know. It's a total crapshoot. I absolutely agree. But I didn't think Dante Moore was very good. I didn't think that Mendoza was all that great. Simpson missed. And it's funny because on the flip side of what I say, Jordan Reed, who's a draft expert for us here at ESPN, I saw him tweet after the game. He's like, Simpson was awesome. And I was like, dude, he missed wide open throws numerous times on Saturday.
You see the ball come out of his hand, though, man. And then listening to him talk. And then, I mean, even Orlovsky's the same thing. He's like, he's QB1. It's not even close.
Simpson.
Yeah, but again,
and he's a coach's kid, which is nice.
Well, but the only concern with that, it's not a concern now, is just as far as like trying to address the position this season is that it sounds like, from what Mel is hearing, is that his focus, maybe because his dad is a coach, is less about how high he gets drafted and more about how ready he is once he gets drafted.
Right. I guess on the flip side, the only thing, if I'm the Jets, I would try to sell him is, Garrett Nussmeier thought the same thing. Drew Aller thought the same thing. So if you're going to be the top pick and you don't come out, like, that's hard. Like, if you're going to be a top 2 pick and you don't come out, what do you like? You going by to what, season more?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to go back because you just feel like you need more starts so the second you step on the field, you can be ready.
But that's like, if you're going to be the number 1 pick, then you really don't need more, do you?
Look, who are you talking to? Right? I mean, I went through the exact same thing. Exact same thing.
Right.
So, I mean, but do I think I would have benefited, though, if I could have gone back to college? Like, perfect world, I get drafted and then go back to school for a year, but I couldn't do that.
That would have been the perfect world. But I always remember the story of Coach K, where Luol Deng, remember Luol Deng?
Yep.
After his freshman year, he wanted to go back to Duke. And I think he was the number 2 pick in the draft, and Coach K's like, you have to go to the NBA. You have to. If you're going to be the 2nd overall pick, sure, you might get better year 2 here at Duke, but you can't. You never know what the future holds. Now, it's different now because there's so much money. Like Simpson stays in college, and he gets God knows how much money for staying for an extra season.
Yeah, but you also, I mean, then God forbid you have an injury, you get hurt, you don't have a good season. Now where do you get drafted?
Right.
You're also
like Drew Aller. Nussmeier's now benched.
Right, but here's the thing, though. Like, I mean, you go back, that does happen. You have a bad season, you do get hurt, but somehow you fall to a team that's really good at drafting and developing quarterbacks, and it works out for you. As opposed to maybe you come out and you get drafted by a crappy team and it doesn't work out because they don't know how to develop you. You never know what happens. I mean, you never know.
It's a total crapshoot.
It really is.
What we think, we have no idea. Listen, Jaxson Dart went 25.
Mm-hmm.
Jaxson, if you redid it now, he'd be the first pick in the draft. So we have no idea. There is nothing that's less of a definitive than the quarterback in the NFL. Nothing.
Probably not, no.
It's such a crapshoot.
Well, which is why I think you get pushback with the whole, like, is it time to fire Brian Daboll thing? Because it is such a crapshoot. And when you finally find it and it works, I know it hasn't translated to wins, but it works. Do you want to mess with it?
Yes.
I know. I think every Giants fan is at that point now.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it'll work with someone else. And here's the thing:
I think
the rest of the team will work better.
Yeah, I would like to believe that. But again, it's gonna depend on who you hire. And right now, your owner does not have a good track record of making good hires.
Correct. You're right.
I mean, that's the scary part about it.
I can tell you a name that I was told a while back. I think I mentioned it to you before. I'll mention it again. I don't love it because it's a defensive guy. Jesse Minter.
Yeah, but I mean, and now it's who's he pairing himself with?
I don't know.
To handle Jaxson Dart.
I don't know.
Like Mike Vrabel is a no-brainer for them, and then he brings Josh McDaniels.
Right.
Great. Perfect.
That's quite the duo, huh?
Right. That's perfect.
And look at them now.
Yeah, I mean, they're the best team in the AFC East right now. Right? So, I mean...
you could argue they're the best team in football right now.
Best team in football?
I'm not saying they are, but you could make that argument.
You could make that argument. Yeah, I guess you could do that.
By the way...
They might be the best team in the AFC right now.
It's certainly possible. By the way, Rams, Seahawks this week, how good is that?
That's going to be a nice one. Yeah.
I do have a little... Not that this is horrifying news. 4:05 game, Rams, Seahawks.
4:05.
Not 4:25.
Why is it 4:05?
I guess that was the window they put it in before the season.
We couldn't forecast that that division was going to be good and those teams would be good.
Well, even so, you can't adjust it now.
Is there an issue with that? I
like the 4:25 start for those big games.
You want the first games. Come on, Rick. He gets it. You want the first games to be done. You want to digest those, then you want to jump into the 4:25.
I want to be able to get up off the couch here for a second, regroup, maybe fill up my drink.
Exactly. See, he gets it. But by the way, but 4:25, you do have the Ravens and the Browns. So you got that going for you.
That's going to be a good one.
And you also have the Chiefs Broncos.
That'll be a good one.
That will be a good one. But Seahawks Rams should be a 4:25.
And we're lucky too. We got the Jets on Thursday, right?
That's right. I don't know how that's lucky.
Oh, I'll get that out of the way. Just get that. Clear me out for Sunday.
Right. Almost like a colonic, a football colonic on Thursday.
Yeah, get my Jets colonic on Thursday. That should be a good one.
Mm-hmm. And then the Giants host the Packers on Sunday at 1 o'clock, which should go swimmingly well.
I'm sure we'll have. Well, you never know with the Packers, though. You know what version of the Packers you getting.
If Jaxson Dart doesn't play in that game, why would anybody even watch that game?
People showed up to watch the Jets-Browns yesterday, bud.
Those people should be.
It's the NFL.
John was one of them.
I had a hard time watching that on my couch.
Who showed up?
John was one of them.
John went.
Oh, John went. Yeah, but John goes in a bougie way. John doesn't sit out there with the regulars.
With the people?
Doesn't sit with the people?
Yeah, he's not sitting with the real people.
No, he's in there in climate control. He's not Ira, I tell you that.
No, I mean, how many people are Ira?
He sits in the booth like Jerry Jones. He drops
Our subjects.
He probably looks at those people. Can you believe those people are out there in the elements as John's eating like a roast beef sandwich?
Are these peasants
brought to him by the wait staff? That's what John does.
New England right now is laying 10.5.
I got to tell you.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Patriots there.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how do the Jets score
Have you
points?
seen our offense?
How do the Jets score points?
That's a great question.
How do they stop
Special
New England?
teams, baby.
I'm thinking
Special
that'll
teams.
be cleaned up with New England, that you're not going to get 2 special teams touchdowns coming up.
Short week going to New England?
Yeah, I love their chances. Yeah. Love them. Let's quickly, and then we'll get to Raymond's around the league, go to Dan in Raleigh. Dan, you're on ESPN New York.
Hey, guys. How's it going? Huge fan of the show. Rick, I remember your playing days used to get you in NHL all the time. Huge fan. Yeah, man. I wanted to call last week, Rick. I liked your takes on everything with the trades, but my dad is a 40-year season ticket holder. I haven't missed a game basically from the time I was 8 years old to 2021 when I moved down here. It wasn't ever working with everything that was going on. We tried to build, our defense up, Sauce, getting winning, all these deals for, Hassan Reddick was a disaster. I'm glad they finally made a shift and a pivot to try to build the thing the right way, get a quarterback, build around that quarterback. And honestly, watching yesterday, I felt like it was refreshing. Like it was a new era to see the team bought in. You saw, I don't know if you guys watched after the game.
You thought watching that was refreshing?
That was a rough watch, man.
It's horrible. It's horrible, but they won. And if you watch after the game, they post on social media all the players celebrating in the locker room and whatnot. I feel like it's the start of something, finally. Something that is maybe going to work. Whereas under Saleh and Douglas, especially after Rodgers' first year getting hurt, going into last year, there was a part of me that knew that it wasn't going to work. And this year, I thought maybe 5 wins at the most, maybe. And I don't know. I think it's exciting.
But this is again. But it all. I mean, let's just be completely honest about this thing. It's all going to hinge on whether or not they can find a quarterback. That's it.
Sure.
I think that's it. But what makes you believe? I mean, what makes you believe that that's going to happen outside
Dan,
of just
you're the best fan ever. That you're sitting here calling us and I believe this is going to work.
Fan, and I'm the most optimistic fan to a fault. My friends are listening right now. They're all going crazy in a group chat. So whenever this airs on there, they're going to go nuts. But I think you have so many shots now at the, you know what I'm saying? There's so many kicks at the can right now. If I were them,
but those kicks are all going to be used for the same can.
Right. There's only one kick, Dan, and thanks for the call. It's not like they're gonna draft 4 quarterbacks and say, all right, we're
right, but he's
the one that's the best we're gonna play. They're gonna get one chance at this.
I'm glad we're finally doing this. We just did it. we really, legitimately just did the same thing in 2021.
Am I missing something? How many kicks at the can do they get?
No, they get one kick, and we're also talking about the same group of people that thought that Justin Fields would be an adequate quarterback this season.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. By the way, you and everyone else is listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. Ray?
Oh, hi.
Oh, Ray, old boy. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Ray, old chap. You happen to have a bye week for your Cowboys this week?
Ray, old boy.
Yeah.
Tumultuous bye week for the Cowboys.
Terrible.
Yeah, I don't know where to go with that exactly.
What an awful story. Seriously.
Terrible
story.
I mean, we had the news, but then you just got when the show was over.
It just dropped on when the show ended.
But then the details came out. It's like, oh,
it's so horrible. All I can say is, please check on people.
Yes.
Tell the people you love that you do love them. Sometimes people do need to hear that.
Yeah, I don't know what there is to say. It's just such an awful story.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think what it shows you is that that guy he legitimately played in an NFL game and scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
On the surface, as people may look happy or they don't have nothing going on. Mean,
young player has it all in front of him. He makes
that's
a play.
What it looks like, but not in his mind, right? And I guess the death of his mother was catastrophic.
Definitely was
pushed
rough
him down
for him.
This road. But still, you're right. And you know what? You wish someone was. I don't want to say brave enough because I don't think that's a fair thing to say. I don't think that's the right thing to say. You wish someone was able to reach out and say, "I'm having a real tough time."
Right, but there's a stigma that goes with that.
Well, there shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be. You're right.
And if you're someone who's going to belittle or look down on someone that needs and or asks for help, then you're the problem.
It's terrible.
I think we're getting better at that.
Definitely getting better.
Yes,
but I think that it would be. I think just kind of. As tragic as the story is, if because it happened, makes you all of a sudden now take the time to ask, hey, how you doing? Like, and it could be, I mean, anybody, but like your friends. Like, hey, you okay? How's things going?
Yeah, and not to get too sidetracked on that thing, but like in that locker room in Dallas, they've got two guys who've been touched by that thing directly in Dak Prescott and Solomon Thomas. You remember what happened with Solomon Thomas's sister? So and he's in the defensive lineman room with him. So that's
and you just wonder,
terrible.
Like if no one picked up that something was a little amiss with this kid. And I'm not saying that they did or didn't, but you just wondered, like, if he was in that much internal pain that nobody had any inkling of something's a little wrong with him here.
Yeah, there's a whole lot going on there that has not been discussed, and they were away from the facility, so no one's really talked about it yet. I'm sure you'll get more as the week progresses.
All right, Raymond, are you ready to take us around the league on a positive note?
Sure.
Well, let's go.
It's time to go around the league.
Let's start early morning in Germany. The game Dave opted to miss, and it's a sign of growth for you.
Heroically watched on my phone.
And you know what? I'm proud of you. Colts 31, Falcons 25. In overtime, Indy 8-2, their best record through 10 since back in 2009 when they started 10-0 and reached the Super Bowl. Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor currently lead the league in passing and rushing, respectively. 244 and 3 rushing touchdowns for Taylor, include the game winner in overtime. 286 total scrimmage yards, most in a game in Colts history. 83-yard touchdown in the third quarter, longest in Colts history. Third career game with 200 rush yards and at least 2 touchdowns ties Jim Brown, Barry Sanders, LT, the other LT, LaDainian Tomlinson.
I know why you
for
did
second
that.
most.
Nice.
Nah, I didn't do it on purpose, I swear. Second most in NFL history behind Derrick Henry. We talked about this before. Taylor currently at plus 650 odds to win the MVP. That's fourth. Indy scored 30 points in a game for the 7th time this season, most in the NFL.
So we talk about the brutal losses the Giants have suffered this year. Atlanta, I mean, last week they lost on a missed extra point. Now, I don't know that they would have won the game. Yesterday, they probably should have won that game. The Colts, I know that there's this groundswell of Daniel Jones is great. I didn't think he was great at all yesterday. I mean, he's not bad. He's serviceable, but that offense is cooking. I mean, Jonathan Taylor is awesome. Tyler Warren, Alec Pierce, I mean, Pittman, you name it, the offensive line. So, he's 8-2, and he deserves a lot of credit for having this team at 8-2. I still question whether, people say, oh, that was the wrong move letting him get away. He would be nowhere near this on the Colts.
No, I feel like every time you mention Tyler Warren's name, every time we do around the league, I always my first thought is that guy is a stud.
He's awesome.
Like, he doesn't feel like a rookie. I mean,
and I knew it. And I knew
you
it.
You loved him. You absolutely loved him. Listen, if a running back could win the award right now, I would give the award to Jonathan Taylor for MVP. Because I'm with you. I don't think that Daniel Jones is great. I think it's been less like, hey, Daniel Jones is a great quarterback, or more like Daniel Jones has played really well on a really good offense. But I definitely think over the last couple weeks, you're starting to see maybe there are some limitations still to Daniel Jones. I mean, another turnover. What, he fumbled 3 times?
He fumbled 3 times. They recovered 2 of them, right?
I think he lost one of them, but he got sacked 7 times.
Right, so they recovered 2. He only lost 1. He got picked off at the end of the first half. I mean, that's the problem with the Giants.
Right.
Is that he was just not very secure with the football.
I don't think that's so. I don't think that Daniel Jones is completely gone. So I still think that as they continue to roll along and they're going to win the division, that there will still always be that little hesitation until you now see it.
All right, here's a question for you. We can go around the horn here.
Yeah.
Do you buy into, who do you believe more postseason? Daniel Jones or Sam Darnold? That's a nice question.
That's a great question. I think Sam Darnold's playing better football now than Daniel Jones is.
I agree with that.
So I guess I would say him, but I also saw Sam Darnold in the 2 most important games last year not play well after playing awesome the entire season.
That's kind of the genesis of the question.
Right.
Then they both kind of had similar situations where they had success and then got to the playoff. Well, Daniel Jones does have a playoff victory. Pretty impressive.
Daniel Jones won his playoff game. He got smacked by Philly.
So, also, aura farming. I mean, he's got that excellent, the video now of him, his bloody mouth as the game is winding down to get the game-tying field goal. I think that was awesome. Good for him.
Speaking of aura farming, you guys will all be happy to know that in Rocco's first game as a goalie, mid-play, did turn to the crowd and or farmed.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Did they win?
No, they did not win. No.
Oh no.
He played. He played really well.
He played well.
Yeah.
That was his Mite debut.
That was his Mite debut. Yeah.
Wow.
In goal. No, he's for that team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ravens beat the Vikings 27-19. Baltimore back. The defense steps up again on a day where Lamar Jackson and the offense weren't at their best. 3 turnovers total, 2 interceptions off J.J. McCarthy. They forced 6 turnovers in 2 games after managing only 4 in the first 7. How impressive is that turnaround? Baltimore allowed an NFL-high 117 points in the first 5 games. That's the most in franchise history. The past 4 opponents, none have managed over 19 points. That is the longest streak in the league right now. Baltimore 4-5 after starting 1-5. J.J. McCarthy seems like a frustrating player. Starts strong again, leads an 86-yard touchdown to start the game. Offense did not manage much after that. A 10-9 lead at halftime fades away as the Vikings have an opening drive interception in the second half. Minnesota committed 8 false starts at home. At home. J.J. McCarthy, what happened to all that pre-snap penalty?
As a quarterback, you're the orchestrator of the orchestra. I take full responsibility for anything that happens on that field. At the end of the day, it's just the little things that we got to keep focusing on, the focus, the competitive stamina. It's all got to be there, but I take full responsibility every single time something goes wrong.
How can you have eight penalties like that?
At home?
8.
Yeah.
At home. Even on the road, that'd be jarring. But 8 at home?
Yeah, it doesn't. Listen, I mean, I watched, because I picked that game. Good pick, by the way.
It was a nice pick by you.
I watched that game closely. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, J.J. McCarthy is not that good right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have real reservations about him. And I'm not saying he won't be okay, but right now he's clearly not that guy.
I mean, he makes some throws. It's like, where the hell was that one headed? I mean, they got the best receiver. Was supposed to be the best receiver in the game, and they just haven't. I mean, he has not been the same player with J.J. McCarthy.
No, and he gets picked off numerous times. And you know what's weird though? I watch Baltimore, who by the way are prohibitive favorites to win the AFC North now. Yep. Not just kind of like
what
on
is
the
it?
fringe.
What is it?
They
minus
are
275
heavy
now?
favorites to win that division.
Did that jump to minus 275 now?
Yeah. Yeah, Steelers are plus 250 to win that division. I don't think the Ravens even look all that great. Like, Lamar, to me, doesn't look fully healthy. I wonder if we've seen the best days in the past for Derrick Henry. But their defense looks a lot better. Because remember, their defense was just, you couldn't even watch them play. They were that
awful.
Bad. And they look like they've kind of righted the ship a little bit. So, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I still think they're going to win the division.
I agree. I think they will as well.
I think that's the scary part, though, what you just said, though. Like, I mean, we're
Do you feel the same way, though, that, like, he doesn't look like he's 100% healthy?
I don't feel like they're using him like they would when he's 100% healthy, and I also think that Derrick Henry doesn't look like the same player either. So it's like, there was a lot of people that picked them to be in the Super Bowl this year, and it's like, how many more? Lamar's still going to be awesome, but like, how many more years of great Derrick Henry are we going to get here?
I don't know that we're going to have any more. I think we might be past that, actually.
And it's not like they got a bunch of, like, Zay Flowers is a good receiver, but it's not like they have.
No, with Flowers, Bateman, and Andrews, they're fine. But some of the big plays they hit yesterday were with other running backs. Like Keaton Mitchell and is able to make plays. I don't know. Derrick Henry, to me, it feels very different right now.
Texans beat the Jaguars 36-29.
Joke.
No C.J. Stroud. You probably wouldn't pick Houston here, but Dave did. Davis Mills rallies with 2 fourth-quarter touchdown passes to cut a 29-10 Jaguars lead down to 5 points. Then a 3-and-out leads to Mills marching the Texans down the field, caps the drive with a scramble touchdown, completes the second biggest comeback in franchise history. Sheldon Rank has returned a fumble for a touchdown as time expires, turns the 1-point lead to a 7-point lead. Texans closed as 2.5-point favorites at ESPN Sportsbook for those interested. Houston.
So when I got involved in that game, I was plus 1.5, and it flipped a full 4 points, and they were giving 2.5. Wow.
Texans trailed by 19 entering the fourth quarter, entered 0-76 all-time in such games. That is tied for the biggest comeback in the NFL this season.
Raymond, come on, man.
It can't all be sunshine and rainbows for you. Could be the worst loss in Jaguars franchise history. That 19-point lead came with 1:33 left in the third. They were 64-0 in such games in which they held an 18-plus point lead until Sunday. What happened, Liam Cohen?
Yeah, I mean, the reality is we gave up a 19-point lead to lose the game. Part of winning in the National Football League is sustaining a lead, and we just needed one stop. Didn't get one against a tough defense. Points were hard to come by. You score 29. However, the points come. You feel like you're going to have a chance to go win, and didn't get it done.
I think he's good, but points are hard to come by. You put up 29 points.
Right. Well, I mean, fourth quarter for them was just a disaster.
It was a debacle. It was an absolute debacle. I feel very similar to the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars are a little bit better, but very similar to them the way I feel about the Panthers. I don't think they're all that good. I'm not really sure how they're sitting here above 500, and I don't think that they're going to do anything this season.
No, I mean, listen, to David Mills' credit, too. Davis Mills' credit in the fourth quarter, he was really good. But they had, I think the yards were something like, Jacksonville had 11 net yards in the fourth quarter. It was like 167
they stopped playing football is what they did. They had already packed it up. They were done. They had a win. They were going to get out of there with a victory, and they completely fell apart in the fourth quarter. By the way, even on that last drive, it was first and goal at the 2. Then they took a false start, so now they're at the 7. Then they ran the ball, and they got knocked back to the 9. Then they took another false start and went back to the 14. And now it's third and goal from the 14. And he tucks it and he runs it in for a touchdown.
Mills runs it in.
Yeah, brutal.
And I danced when they didn't get the 2-point conversion for some reason.
For some unknown reason.
Idiot. Yep.
So this is your fault.
That's my fault. Yeah, I'll take it.
Dolphins 30, Bills 13. Everything that could go wrong seemingly went wrong for the Bills. Turned the ball over 3 times in Dolphin territory. Went scoreless for the first 3 quarters. Josh Allen, multiple turnovers for the 3rd time in the last 5 games. Bill lost all 3 of those games. 6 turnovers in those losses compared to 1 turnover in the Bills' 6 wins. League-leading rushing attack held to a season-low 86 yards against the 3rd worst run defense in the league. Meanwhile, the Patriots keep winning. More on that in a second. New England now has a 1.5-game lead over the Bills for first in the AFC East, and they hold the tiebreaker. So, as you mentioned, minus 225 favorites to win the AFC East are New England. Bills have won 5 consecutive division titles, but that streak is in danger. Are the Dolphins starting to figure something out? That's 2 impressive performances in the last 3 games, although they did lose to Baltimore, and they did get embarrassed by Cleveland not long ago.
This goes into the category of I don't know, man. I would have never thought that Miami would win that game. Not only did they win it, they bludgeoned Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo was turning it over for sport. You had that 4th and 1 where they run Josh Allen on the quarterback sneak. Yep, he takes 25 yards downfield, and then he fumbles it away. James Cook fumbled in the red zone. Allen got intercepted in the end zone.
Yep.
It was brutal. I mean, Buffalo never looked engaged in that game. He had no time to throw. He was running for his life all game long. They couldn't establish the running game. They couldn't stop Miami's offense. And of all the games yesterday, that would have been the one I would have felt most confident in. That Buffalo would show up and play a good game. And that's on the heels of dismantling Kansas City the week before. I don't know, man. I don't get it.
Right, that's one of those ones, though. I mean, they have that kind of performance against Kansas City. Now you're playing a Miami team that fired their GM. How much do they actually have left? But it's a division game. This was one of the games that we were talking about. I was actually considering taking, and I was like, no, I don't want to mess around with the
taking Buffalo.
Yeah, it's on the road.
Because we know you don't take an underdog.
Well, no, I have. I will. I still went 2-1, so just shut your mouth. The thing with Buffalo, even going into that Kansas City game, had been Buffalo's ability to stop the run, right? They hadn't been good at it. And guess what? They're still not good at it because Achan's still running right now. Yeah, they almost gave up 200 on the ground.
He lit them up. But last time we saw Miami, they quit. On Thursday night against Baltimore, they quit.
I just think that it's a division game, it's at home. I think that when even a bad team that's kind of already checked out a little bit feels like or senses that they have a chance to win a game, you'll get their best shot.
They trade Jalen Phillips. Listen, you're not wrong with anything you've said. I have no idea, man. I can't figure this league out.
Well, I think that's just one of those games. I'm sure they talked about it in the locker room. Don't let this team hang around. We got to get out. Start on time, get out early. Let's let these guys let them know right away that they have no chance in this game. They'll quit, and they didn't. They were down 16-0.
Oh, it's terrible. I mean, they're hitting a bomb to Jalen Waddle. Buffalo was brutal yesterday.
Patriots beat the Buccaneers 28-23. 7 straight win, which is tied for the longest active streak in the NFL with the Broncos and the longest win streak for New England since 2021. 3 scrimmage touchdowns of 50-plus yards in the game for the first time in franchise history. All 3 touchdowns scored by rookies, 2 by Travion Henderson, 1 by Kyle Williams, and they all had speed. Kyle Williams reached a speed of 21.78 miles per hour on the 72-yard catch and run. Travion Henderson reached 22.01. And then he hit 21.38 on his 69-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter. So that marks the 3 fastest speeds by any rookie this season and the 3 fastest by any Patriots player on any offensive touchdown over the past 4 seasons. Patriots improved to 8-2, matched their win total from the previous 2 seasons combined.
I don't know how you deal with this, man. The fact that they gave you 20 years of a dynasty, then they have like a few years where it takes a step back. Now they have a head coach you think is terrific. They have an owner that you know is going to do anything it takes to win. They have the quarterback that's in, year 2 that you think is phenomenal. I mean, that they have pieces around that they still have money to spend. Like here we are again with this Patriots organization.
We're back. They get the coach that I wanted. Smart too, right? You don't want to replace the guy, be the guy that replaces the guy that replaced the guy. So he's in. They got Mike. They got Josh McDaniels, Drake May. I don't know if anyone throws a better deep ball than him. I mean, you got Mac Hollins going for over 100. Bucks coming off a bye. Again, I mean, Patriots haven't lost on the road. They need Bucky Irving back. Bucks need Bucky Irving back
desperately.
He's a huge piece of their offense. Ibuka's good, but I mean, there's not a lot of else around him. I mean, they still had a chance because Drake May throws an interception in the end zone.
That was had they lost that game, that would have been a big talking point this
right.
week.
But then that's something that Baker Mayfield has made a living at this season, right? Is that end of game comeback, and 4th and 3, he gets tied up and tries to toss the ball, and that was it. My favorite play of the whole game though was as a rookie, and this just speaks to how well coached they are. Henderson has a chance to score and actually looks over at the bench to make sure he should score or go down.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. By the way, Travion Henderson couldn't get on the field to start the season.
Yeah.
He was unplayable, and now he's playing at that level. Hats off to him, man.
Listen, I think it speaks to why I was so desperate and Jets fans were so desperate to get Mike Vrabel. They should never got rid of him in Tennessee, ever. And he probably thought to himself, hey, there's more than just run. There's more to this than just running the football. There are other things that he's going to need to prove to us first. Can he pick up a blitz to protect our young quarterback? And once he does that, then we'll feel comfortable putting him out there. And he repays him with almost 150 yards on the ground yesterday.
One of my bad picks. Saints beat the Panthers 17-7. Season points allowed. That's a low for the Saints. And yards, 175. They held the Panthers scoreless after allowing a Rico Dowdle 5-yard touchdown on the first drive of the game. Nothing else after for Carolina. No pump touchdown. Very clever. Very clever.
Yeah. So that was a good pick by both of you. Ironically, you both happen to take the same game, which I find to be very.
I'm surprised you didn't say our pick. You just said my pick.
That's right.
You didn't say our pick.
Right.
Because
we share a football brain, so we decided to take that in conjunction. Tyler Shutt looked okay yesterday. Hit Olave in the long touchdown. Panthers they kind of are what we thought they were.
That's an
Not
awful
really
loss.
sure how they won in Green Bay. They kind of reverted back to normal form yesterday, and that is
awful.
It's a brutal loss.
Disgusting loss.
I mean, you're 5-4. You have a real chance to at least have important games down the stretch, and you do that.
It'll be 6-4. It should be 6-4.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right, you said 5. It should be 6-4. And now, they got a winnable game. The Falcons. Who knows what the hell the Falcons are? You got the Falcons next, and then you got a really banged up San Francisco team, and then you got the Rams, and you bye. That's a disgusting loss for them.
A lot of blowouts in the late games.
RJ's yelling at me, Ray.
Yeah,
Rick,
deservedly
he's saying we got to pick up the pace here.
Well, the less time we spend talking about that, the better. Late games, a lot of blowouts. Rams beat the 49ers 42-26. Year 17, Matt Stafford might be playing the best football of his career. First quarterback in NFL history with 4 passing touchdowns and 0 picks in 3 straight games. 20 touchdowns, 0 picks in his last 6. First time in NFL history. 4 passing touchdowns in 3 straight games is tied for the 3rd longest in NFL history.
The Rams are a real problem.
Yeah.
They have weapons all over the place. They have 2 good running backs. They have 2 great receivers. Yesterday, they decided to play the tight end game where we'll get all them involved, and it's all led by Stafford. The coach is great. Their defense is really good, and I had a good read on this game. I had a feeling this would be a revenge game. RJ said he thought like a 4-point game. No, this was an absolute blowout from the jump. Now, there was a moment where San Francisco made it competitive, but the better team won yesterday.
The only negative for them yesterday was the Devontae Adams injury.
Right, and he got a little banged up. And Puka Nacua always feels like he's banged up.
Seahawks beat the Cardinals 44-22. 7-2, tied with the Rams atop the NFC West. Of course, they meet next week.
Nothing to say about this one. They bludgeoned the Cardinals.
Only the Colts, Broncos, and Patriots have better records. Word of advice, maybe don't judge a quarterback after a performance against the Cowboys. Jacoby Brissett comes back to earth. Pressure 22 times, 5 sacks, 2 strip sacks leading to touchdowns in the first quarter. DeMarcus Lawrence becomes the 4th player in NFL history with multiple fumble return touchdowns in one game.
I said last week that Seattle might be the best team in football. and I see no reason to go off of that right now. I mean, to go on the road, a national primetime game, and to beat up Washington is impressive. To follow it up with just dismantling Arizona, who's not a bad football team by any stretch, and they play everyone close, that's a really great performance. And they have a lot of weapons. That's a dangerous football team.
They did what good teams are supposed to do.
Yeah, but how many times does a good team not do what they're supposed to do?
Again, and you're not wrong. I mean, look what just happened to Buffalo. Buffalo just laid an egg in Miami.
Exactly.
Lions also beat the Commanders 44-22. Look, loss against the Vikings last week wasn't a problem this week for Dan Campbell and crew. May have taken away the play calling duties from John Morton. Washington in a free fall. According to ESPN research, this is the second time in franchise history that they've lost 4 straight by 20-plus points. It goes back to 1954 is the last time that happened. Jahmyr Gibbs, 41st career touchdown, joins Barry Sanders as the only players in Lions history to score 40 or more touchdowns within the first 3 seasons.
You guys were right on that one. I thought that Washington would be able to score more points than they did, and at least their defense could stop them a little bit. They didn't come anywhere near stopping them. Detroit, that was their get-right game, and they have the Eagles this coming week. So good job by the Lions. Good job by you for taking the Lions.
Yeah, not much more to say. Lions did what I thought they would do.
I will say this. Deron Payne, don't punch guys in the helmet. Please don't do that.
Not a great idea.
They almost hit the referee in the face.
It's not smart. Not really smart. Sunday Night Football. Chargers beat the Steelers 25-10. 5th straight win in primetime for L.A. That's tying their longest streak since 1970. 7-3 through 10 games for the second straight season. Justin Herbert, another great game. 15th straight game with a passing touchdown dating back to last season. 5th straight loss in primetime for the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers did not look great. 16 of 31, 161, 2 INTs. His worst in a game, his worst completion percentage in a game at 51% over the last 5 seasons. 3rd game with multiple picks this year, tied for the most in the season in his career.
He looked like he was about 84 years old last night.
Right, that was a bad safety he took too.
Oh, it was a bad safety because he was like just kind of dancing around in the pocket. It was a bad safety. He was pressured all night. They got the running game going a little bit. Warren had that phenomenal run where he had that great leap. But overall, the Chargers just kind of played their game and instilled their will on the Steelers, and they were the better team, and they deserved the victory.
Were you surprised at all? Like a little bit? Like I was actually surprised. Like I mean, I saw it was Fortenbaugh the other day. I was watching one of the things I was watching, and he's like, "I'm taking the Chargers," and he like felt good about it. I was like, "Well, you look like Pittsburgh's defense just figured it out. Joe Alt's done." We saw what the team looked like last time with Slater's been out, but then they lost Joe Alt, and the offense looked completely lost. So
I'm
he's out again.
surprised that Herbert was able to have the effectiveness of throwing the football because they
Get
got the
Ladd
long play to
McConkey the ball.
And yeah, I was surprised by that.
Chargers are 9-0 when McConkey has at least 85 yards.
He's really good.
But I think they were. But I think going
go Chargers, go
without Joe Alt. I think that they were like, I think might have been winless without Joe Alt or like something. Like,
well, no longer. No longer.
I will tell you this: if that team was healthy, and of course they're not, and they won't be. If that team was healthy, they might be the best team in the AFC.
He still gets hit a lot. Herbert still gets hit a lot.
Too much.
Yeah,
too much.
And finally, Monday Night Football tonight, the Sophie's Choice game, as Dave tells me. Eagles at Packers at 8:15 on ABC and ESPN. Green Bay favored by 1.5.
Well, I hope you go 0-3 because I do not want the Eagles to win that game, and I worry about them getting the 1 seed and getting the bye. So go Pack, go. I have no idea. This is another one of these. I can't figure out the Packers. One week they look like they're the best team in football. The next week they lose at home to Carolina. They lose on the road to the Browns. So I can't figure them out. Hopefully we get good Green Bay tonight.
Why, can I ask a quick question? I'm going to make it real fast so RJ doesn't yell at us. Are we making a big deal of the Micah Parsons poison pill that Dallas put into his contract?
I don't know because I don't think that's a big deal.
I know, like if they trade him back to the NFC
at the risk of drawing the ire of Adam Schefter, I don't think that's a big deal.
Is there a chance that ever happens?
No, I don't think so. Right?
Like they're probably like, listen, if you trade him back to the NFC, it's like, oh, okay, we'll sign that. Fine. That's fine.
Whatever you want, Jerry.
Yeah, okay. You got it. Next.
And as RJ would say, that's the league, and we've gone around it. Dallas, Cincy, Tennessee, Kansas City had the bye.
Well done by everybody involved. Now you know where we are. It's time for a frenzy. 800-919-3776. Let's go. Questions, YouTube, Ray monitors that. Twitter, at Rothenberg ESPN, I monitor that. Phone calls, RJ deals with that. 800-919-3776. Rick just looks pretty and answers questions. It's DNR with you. Frenzy next, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads and bring in Kristen North.
Good morning, guys. Trouble in Manhattan on the Henry Hudson Parkway southbound at 96th Street. That's a stalled vehicle. It's stuck in the right lane. In Manhattan, the Harlem River Drive is struggling southbound at the 3rd Avenue Bridge. Another stalled vehicle that's stuck in the left lane. Over to Queens we go. Jammed on the Jackie Robinson Parkway eastbound at Forest Park Drive. A crash is in the way. And in Queens on the Van Wyck southbound at the Jackie Robinson Parkway, there's an accident. Inbound upstairs at the GW Bridge, a whopping 45-minute delay. The lower deck is about 35. Outbound, you're heavy across both spans. This report is sponsored by NYC Care Healthcare Access Program. NYC Care provides primary and preventative care, medications, mental health services, and more for New York City residents. I'm Kristen North, 880 ESPN New York.
D'Agostino, Law Bite Back.
I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino and Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE-BACK.
They call me The Closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
We are moving now.
Electric bikes are everywhere. They are quiet and very fast. Teens ride them on the roads, in bike lanes, but also in places they should not be, like sidewalks and parks.
Look out!
When you ride, wear a helmet. Don't speed. Watch out for pedestrians and cars. New York State and your community have specific rules for electric bikes. Follow them. Go to trafficsafety.ny.gov for more info. A message brought to you by the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same day and next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. Jay Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
Hey, it's Desmond Howard. You want to win the weekend? It all starts with the tailgate. And for me, that means Kingsford Charcoal.
They've been bringing the flavor, the smoke, and the heat since 1920. No wonder they're still the gold standard of grilling. So fire it up, feed your crew, and let the smoke do the talking. Kingsford, the king of the tailgate. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
This one's for the flavor fanatics. Sour Apple 5-Hour Energy Shots don't mess around. They bring the bite. Tart, tangy, and packed with tasty caffeine, this little 2-ounce bottle punches above its weight. With 0 sugar and as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee, it's the kind of pick-me-up that keeps your taste buds happy without the crash. And it doesn't stop at Sour Apple. There are 17 bold flavors waiting for you to discover. Pick one up in store or stock up online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
It's time for a frenzy. A football frenzy.
You could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough.
It fires me up, man.
I love it. Say it one more time.
A football frenzy. Any team, any player, any question.
All right, it's frenzy time here on ESPN New York. 800-919-3776. Raymond monitors the YouTube like a spy. It's unbelievable work he does there. And then, of course, we have the Twitter as well, at Rothenberg ESPN. I won't even ask the question if you're ready, because you're born ready for the frenzy. So away we go. Vinny Foxwoods. Vinny, lead us off on the frenzy.
What scenario, if any, is Justin Fields on the Jets in 2026?
Dangerous. Rick, I don't know, man. I'll let you take this one. I feel very concerned about that because I don't know that he's capable as really being a guy that you rely on for anything, to be honest.
Well, I mean, according to you, Rich Cimini said that they're going to address the position this offseason.
Well, that's
right?
what Rich said. We said 26 or 2070, so that's not even an option. By the time you go into next season, they'll have the new quarterback.
All right, so let's, the two sides of this. If they trade for a veteran quarterback will play. You already have money invested in Justin Fields, so rather than just have $22 million of dead cap money, I guess he'd be on the team as your backup, right?
I would feel better with that than the other scenario, but go ahead.
And then there's the other side of it. If it's, whatever pick it ends up being, you draft the quarterback. You can either play him right away, or I guess Justin Fields would play until the young kid was ready.
A Russell Wilson kind of thing.
Yeah.
I
think we've all seen enough of Justin Fields to believe that it's he's definitely not the answer.
But how do you move on from Justin Fields, being that you owe him a lot of money?
Well, you
say it's not a lot, but Rodgers has a lot of dead cap.
Yeah, you're talking
Fields
about
going to have a lot of dead cap.
It's $22 million for Fields, and I think it's $35 for
right.
Rodgers. The only thing is
you would pay $57 million to not have one of those quarterbacks on the roster.
That's right.
Shooter Stanford. Shooter, you're on the frenzy.
Why in the world is Russell Wilson still a backup, and why is Jameis Winston not getting a chance?
I don't know. It's a great question, Rick. It's a great question. It feels like these guys are out there to save face all the time rather than do what's the right thing for the team. It feels like they made some kind of a promise to him, like you will be the backup quarterback for the entire season, even when we go to Jaxson Dart. That you don't have to worry.
I can't. I don't know why though at this point. Right? You're also like, if we're going to sit here and say that he's managing Jaxson Dart maybe a little recklessly because he's trying to save his job, why wouldn't you give yourself the best chance to win games with the backup? Unless he thinks that how could he think that Russell Wilson's better than Jameis Winston right now after what you've seen from Russell Wilson lately?
I don't know. He looks. He's unplayable.
I don't get it.
Right. He's absolutely unplayable. Mike Robbins wants to know, is the Broncos defense good enough to carry them to an AFC West title in the mold of 2015? I don't think so, just because I think there's better competition than there was in 2015. We'll have a lot better answer after this coming weekend.
Yeah, they got Kansas City twice. They play them this week, and then they have them again in Week 17.
Right. So if they can split, they'll have a real chance to win this division. But then you get the Chargers involved in this also.
And they get to the Chargers in Week 18.
And the Chargers beat them already.
Well, here's the thing. They got 8 wins already. So we'll say they lose to Kansas City. Are we saying they split with Kansas City or what? I'll give them a loss for just to give them a loss. So now they're 8-3. They got their bye week. They got Washington come out of the bye, and then they got the Raiders. So that's
Shouldn't win both of those.
Right, that's 10. They got Green Bay, they got Jacksonville, call that 11, and then they got Kansas City and then the Chargers.
Although we so easily, the Raiders, that should be a win. They barely hung on to beat the Raiders at home this week.
I know, but if I'm going to give them a loss against Kansas City, I'll give them a win against.
Yeah, listen, they should have enough wins that they are competing. I don't trust them. I don't think Bo Nix is very good.
I don't trust their offense, though. I don't trust
this is a good question. Liam Frank wants to know, after the loss to Miami, with their upcoming schedule, do the Bills miss the postseason this year?
No.
I will say no to that.
No, I don't think they missed the playoffs.
But I don't think that's a wild discussion to have. Like, they don't have an easy schedule.
I don't think the schedule's... I don't think the schedule's crazy. I don't think the schedule's crazy. They still got... Houston, depending on if C.J. Stroud plays or not, their offense isn't great. I know they just won. They got Tampa coming up now at home. They got Cincinnati. They got Cleveland. And they got the Jets.
So if you beat Tampa, that's 7.
That's
at
7.
Houston is not easy. At Pittsburgh's not easy. Home to Cincinnati should be 8. At New England's brutal. At Cleveland, you should win 9. Then it's Philly and the Jets at 10. Yeah, you should get to at least 11, which would be a postseason team.
Right.
At least 11. So you have more concern about Tampa than Buffalo?
No, I don't have that much concern about that. I think Tampa's going to win the division, though. I don't trust Atlanta, and Carolina almost ruined their chances by losing that game yesterday.
Yeah, that's a terrible loss. Terrible loss. RJ just asked me, in my ear, off air. He said, "How about Sean McDermott? Is he in trouble?"
It sounds like his Buffalo buddies think he might be in trouble.
Yeah, and that's not crazy. That's not crazy to think that.
Well, that's another one. Like, how many years can you at what point are you like, okay, we like Sean, but we need to?
I also feel like Brandon Beane should take a hit with this. I don't feel like this team is put together great to win a championship.
I think as a Giants fan, though, you should be rooting against McDermott to stay. You want to be the premier quarterback on the market, needing a coach, right?
Correct.
You
think of everything, don't you?
You don't need a head coach.
Right. I don't want
Stefanski
or Tomlin or somebody becoming shaking free, and all of a sudden the Bills' job is open. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're a Giants fan, do you consider? I mean, I know McDermott hasn't got them to where they really want to go, but I mean, he's a pretty good coach.
I would. You tell me you get Sean McDermott right now? You think that's not a bad hire? The guy's a winner. Now, he hasn't won the ultimate prize, but he's a good coach.
You look at both sides of it.
Yeah, but I got to walk before I can run. No.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, to RJ's point, like, you don't want him to get fired because you want to have the best quarterback on the market. But I could also say, well, I mean, do I have interest in Sean McDermott as my head coach?
Yeah, stability.
If he gets fired,
he's a good head coach.
What you wouldn't want is McDermott to get fired. They get the best candidate, and McDermott goes somewhere else.
That's right.
That would be bad.
That would be a problem. Stop thinking of everything, would you? Dave in Jersey. Dave, you're on the frenzy.
It's James, but with the Giants having a top 5 draft pick, what position or what player do they go for?
I'm not going to sit here and break down the players. They need everything. They're not going to take quarterback. They're not going to take
wide receiver.
You wouldn't think running back. They need wide receiver desperately, and there's a bunch of good wide receivers in this draft. So that would probably be the answer. But I don't know. If there's a great corner, you could go in that direction. You wouldn't think great offensive lineman. You could see them going in that direction. Thanks to James for that call on the frenzy.
On speakerphone.
Let's go, James. Let's go to
Your name
Corey
is
in
Dave.
Greenwich. Corey, you're on the frenzy.
Who's that next college coach that would make the next step to the NFL? Could it be Lane Kiffin?
Yes, but it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like he's going to stay in college.
Hi to the cows.
Signetti is not going to wind up in the NFL.
No.
I mean, who's that next guy? I always thought that what's his face on USC would Lincoln Riley would make that jump to the NFL.
Yeah, listen, Dan Lanning's done a good job. Dan Lanning's done a good job at Oregon. It's just
good job.
It's not that easy, right? At least with Lane Kiffin, he's had experience in the NFL. It didn't go well, but he had experience at least.
800-919-3776. Again, YouTube chat is rolling along, and Raymond, any questions you could throw my way?
Sure.
Okay.
How about Jersey Guano? Since you're talking about McDermott, what do the Bills need to do to make you confident in them to be a Super Bowl favorite?
I don't know how they could do that right now, because here's the problem. Weapons. Like last year, it felt like the weapons were better. Keon Coleman hasn't taken that step. I like Kincaid, but if they don't run the football, they can't be one-dimensional. And yesterday they were one-dimensional, and it was very unsuccessful.
Oh, not to mention the turnovers too.
Right, they turned the ball over like crazy. Again, they're a good football
here's
team.
the thing, though. I mean, to answer his question, they kind of did that last week, where all of a sudden you're like, whoa, like they just beat Kansas City,
right?
So like they had already done that, and then they followed it up with a disgusting loss to Miami.
I mean, if they went out there and beat up Miami yesterday, you'd probably be sitting here saying that's the team that you look at as the best team in the AFC. But they go up there and they lay an egg, and now you have real reservations about them. Nobody loves the frenzy more than Patty in Schenectady. Patty, you're on the frenzy.
The Patriots are blank years away from being in an AFC championship.
0 years away.
In none. Right now. I think it's very realistic. They might wind up with the number 1 seed in the AFC. So that would mean winning a home game is what that would mean.
Dude, they're going to get to, I mean, you're talking about in the next 3 weeks, they're probably going to get to 11 wins.
What are they have the Jets, they have somebody, then the Giants, right?
They got the Jets, Bengals, Giants.
Right. So that's, 11-2?
Right, and they finish off with, so that's 11. They got the Bills, which is a huge game. They're at Baltimore, and then they got the Jets and Dolphins to finish. So that's 13.
Right. And that's if things don't really go well.
Yeah, if they don't beat, Buffalo at home.
So odds are they're going to be your 1. So to get to the AFC Championship game, you're going to have to win 1 home game. 1 home game. Edgar Bloomingdale. Edgar, frenzy, go.
Cuddle Mary Trash, who's coming out of the NFC. Eagles, Seahawks, Rams.
Oh, boy.
Let's go Knicks.
Oh, boy. That's tough. I'm gonna surprise you here.
You're going to say Philadelphia.
I'm going to marry the Eagles because I think those two other teams cannibalize each other. So I'm going to marry the Eagles. I'm going to cuddle the Rams, and just because I need to see Darnold do it, I'm going to trash the Seahawks. Now, I would be surprised in no way if any of the three scenarios happened.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would definitely, I don't want to, but I definitely think I would trash, for the purpose of this question, trash the Seahawks. I mean, the Rams gave the Eagles all they could handle in bad weather last year. I think the Rams, from top to bottom, especially with how Stafford is playing right now, might be the most complete. But, I mean, until proven otherwise, I would say, same as you did, I would go Eagles, Rams, Seahawks.
How about Ray? He goes, I can give you another one, but it makes no sense.
No, that's not what I said.
Well, you said it's nonsensical.
Right. It's kind of off the beaten path.
Well, what is it worthy of ending the frenzy, or should we just end it right now?
All right, I'm just
going to end it?
I'm just going to ask the question.
Ask the question.
Tony Kim asks, what's the Giants' record if Dave had that pep talk with Daboll like he did with Ntilikina?
Probably 5-5. They don't blow those 3 games. If I'm on the sideline, they're not blowing those 3 games.
You should have called them.
Dude, there's a chance that if Wink didn't leave and he was your defensive coordinator, they'd blow those games.
I think more than a chance. I think if Wink Martindale's your defensive coordinator, you're sitting here at maybe even better than 5-5.
You could have convinced him to go to Dart earlier.
No, because
he
Andrew
wanted
Thomas,
to go to Dart.
Andrew,
I think that was
Andrew
an
Thomas wasn't
situation.
healthy. They made that. They were smart about it.
Yeah,
they did the right thing.
They waited till Thomas came back.
You imagine what you met. Who knows if Jaxson Dart makes it?
No, he wouldn't be with us anymore.
With no Andrew Thomas,
he wouldn't be with us. Remember that the promise that Jaxson Dart had, but he didn't make it past week 2. All right, let's end the frenzy. That's nice, Raymond, and let's take a break. Come back and get to more of your calls. Discuss the Jets a little bit more, and then 9 o'clock right back to the Giants and the disaster that is Big Blue. DNR, what happened? What'd you say?
Ray's yelling at you.
Oh, how would I know that? All right, let's go. Rick, I looked at all the spreads there. I find them to be confounding this week.
Why would you check the rundown? Why would you do that?
Very confusing.
Why? Why are you so confused? Can I give you some help?
I'm confused at some of the spreads. It leads me to think about FanDuel.
Really? I can tell you about FanDuel right now. The
Tell me about
Sportsbook app,
FanDuel.
it's your home for all your favorite NFL bets. From yards to touchdowns to who will win, with FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel's giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right.
Ooh.
You can get in on the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/Rick to bet on the game. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
That's beautiful. Really, really well done. And thanks for reminding me of that read. Appreciate it. 1-800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bathfitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement, plus a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
Ox Spine and New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine.
We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. You know, we didn't touch on this, and this is an important topic. We can get back to the football right at the top of the 9 o'clock hour. This Major League Baseball betting scandal is very bad. Very bad.
Yeah, well, all of it's bad. I mean, baseball's bad, basketball's bad.
I know, but
the future for prop betting doesn't feel great.
No, it doesn't. And I mean, I didn't even realize this. You can bet on like individual pitches, whether they're going to be balls or strikes.
Yeah, I mean, that was whether it'll be a ball or a strike that first pitch.
But what, like, that seems like it's too much.
Seems dangerous. Yeah,
it's very dangerous.
It's the amount of money though. Like, why jeopardize yourself for that much money?
Clase is one of the best. I mean, last year, not this year, last year, he was like one of the best closers in all of baseball.
Right.
You're making a fortune of money, and you're risking your entire livelihood and career to make. And I know it's a lot of money, but like I think I saw $37,000. That
wasn't a lot.
That's crazy.
No, in the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot of money. No, it's just, I mean, it's just free money though. I guess.
Yeah, but we always thought, at least I always thought, like the athletes make so much money, right? So much money that they would never do anything like this for 5, 10, 15 grand because there's too much money involved. But I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of people were wrong. But again, I mean, like when you have the ability to control your destiny like this. And just be like, make bets that you'll win because you're in control of it. I mean, I guess for some people, it's, even if it's not a large sum of money, it is tough to say no to.
But they probably look at this as like a victimless crime, right? Like, it's not going to affect my performance. I'm just throwing a ball on the first pitch.
I'm not throwing a game. It's just I'm throwing a ball.
Right. So I'm just throwing a ball. But they don't realize that's, I mean, a lot of money that's going from a sports book to now the players.
Right. Well, but I mean, and where does it end, though? Like, if this is how it starts, where does it end?
What happens when real money starts getting involved?
Well, we're not even just real money. Like, this is easy. I mean, look at how easy this is. And we're just making free money. What's the next step? Like, I mean, and then how does it, and then what does it turn into? Right? None of it's good. I mean, it's
just
bad
very
for the
dangerous.
sports. It's bad for it's just bad.
Right. And it's bad enough because how many times do you watch a game where someone will go like, "Oh my God,"
all the time?
Obviously the fix is in because of this or that or that, and they refute us. Come on. They don't do that. But in actuality, Rick, they do.
Oh, I got screwed yesterday, too. I was watching. Now, it had nothing to do with, like, making bets or anything like that. I don't make bets, but I was watching, I forget what game it was, and the play, it hadn't happened yet. Like, it was like, I was second and goal, whatever it was. And then I had, on the other TV, I had some channel, and it already had updated that they kicked a field goal and they didn't score a touchdown.
Oh, I get that all the time. Alex will be on it. There's like a real-time live thing, and I'll be watching the game. He's like, oh, get excited for this play. I'm like, don't do that.
Right, but they put the score up, and then they took it down. Like, I forget what game it was. I think it was to make it 25. I forget what game it was. It made it 25. So it was like 22 to whatever. It made it 25. And then I looked up. I was like, 25? It's only 22. They must have kicked the field goal.
Right.
And then I looked up again, and they put it back down to 22 because they probably felt bad that they updated it already.
But it was 25.
It was 25.
Yeah. They just jumped the gun.
Yep.
Yeah. Again, I'm surprised we're here so quickly, but here we are. And it's not just one sport. And now you have, I mean, could you imagine that? That it's individual pitches being balls or strikes that we're talking about $30,000, $50,000, $70,000 being wagered on?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess the bright side of it, I guess if you wanted to make a bright side of it, is that it's so, the fact that it is legal now and there are so many eyes on it, and it is like just the NBA stuff. Like, it was flagged immediately. Like the fact that we have people that are paying attention to this, because I'm sure the same stuff was going on when it wasn't legal, but they had no one really paying attention to it. Right? I'm sure it's like all this stuff was going on. We just didn't know about it.
Right, which is probably better if you just don't know.
I guess. Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's not good. None of it's good. But I mean, how do you continue to allow these prop bets when you see this happening in multiple different sports?
Well, I think the hope is that they punish it properly and it doesn't happen, so they don't have to stop it.
But you don't believe that. How do you?
I think that the temptation is.
What does Clase make? I don't even know what his contract status is, but he's an elite closer in baseball, or was an elite closer in baseball. And now he's probably just thrown away his Major League Baseball career.
He just got indicted.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're probably never going to see him pitch in Major League Baseball again.
He signed a 5-year, $20 million contract with Cleveland. He makes, that's not that bad. I mean, he's supposed to make $6.4 in 2026.
That's a hell of a deal for Cleveland.
Hell of a deal. He's got club options 2 more years. Then they had club options for 2 more years after that at 10.
Right, but think, okay, so we're talking, even though it's not what we think it should be, like it's crazy to think that he's making only 5 in this scenario, but he's risking $20 million to help make $37,000, Rick.
I guess the thought is it's why not take advantage of the free money?
Okay, well now you're.
Well, and I also think there's some. I mean, there probably are some other people that have maybe real problems, right? Like, I mean, I would imagine that in the player pool of all these sports, like, they're not just immune to having like human problems. That there are probably some guys that have gambling problems.
I think you're probably
addiction problems.
I think you're probably right.
So the temptation's there. Like, if I was gonna if I'm a person that likes to bet, right, and I'm a professional athlete, like it's not even really betting if I'm responsible for the outcome. It's just winning.
Right, but that's not gambling.
That's winning.
That's bilking the system is what it's doing.
It's like, do you like to go fishing? No, I like to go catching. Like when you're bluefishing, you like to just catch bluefish, not fish for bluefish.
Right. It's like I just put my net in the water and oops, all these bluefish, they just pop out.
I'm not even gambling. I'm just winning money.
All right, let's take a break. It's very concerning, and it's a conversation we're going to obviously have as we move along here. Let's take a break, come back, and the Giants. I mean, there's really only one takeaway, is what are you going to do with this coach and this GM? And I think most Giants fans feel the same way. It's DNR with you on ESPN New York.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino & Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino & Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? Call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
For over 100 years, Slomin's has been your trusted partner in comfort. When it comes to home heating oil, we deliver more than just quality fuel. We deliver peace of mind. With price protection, automatic deliveries, 24/7 service, and up to 30 days to pay your invoice. Our dedicated team is just a call away, ensuring you stay warm and comfortable all winter long. Slomin's, New York and New Jersey's largest heating oil provider, proudly serving our community for generations. Give us a call today at 866-GET-HEAT or visit oil.slomins.com.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one bath fitter.
On the golf tee, it's Skechers World Champions Cup. Watch it live December 4th and 5th on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 12 to 4 p.m. It's PGA Champions Tour golfers from all over the world. Team USA versus Team Europe versus Team International. Watch it live December 4th and 5th on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 12 to 4 p.m. The competition will be tense, but feet will be comfy. Tune in to Skechers World Champions Cup. Final round of golf on Sunday, December 7th on ABC, 1 to 5 p.m.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan, we are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson for 3. And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Caleb Williams into the end zone, and the Bears have taken the lead.
Brian Daboll is gone.
All 3 phases, just didn't get the job done. Another tough loss.
And if you told me I had to choose one guy to be gone every day of the week, Brian Daboll.
Yeah, I'm just focused on these guys in the locker room.
So, I mean, if you want to blame Brian Daboll because he's the head coach, blame Brian Daboll because he's the head coach. They just don't know how to win yet.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
That's right. We are live on the radio, 880 ESPN. We're live on YouTube. You can consume the entire show either way. You got the podcast. You can listen live on the app. I mean, there's so many different ways to consume it, but we can't dress this up. The Giants at a 97.7% chance to win the game yesterday, and in another typical Giants fashion, found a way to blow a game, which for all intents and purposes was on the verge of being done. And now they're 2-8, and now it feels like spiral out of control.
Right. I would like to take that back. I heard the rejoin, and I added the word yet. I would like to take that out of what I said.
What was it? I didn't hear it.
They don't know how to win. I said yet. I'd like to take that out. They just don't know how to win.
They don't know how to win.
Right, that's it.
It's not going to change this year.
Right. So
all of a sudden, you're like, boy, they've won 3 or 4. No, this ship has sailed. It's done.
Did you see this? I don't know if this is – so this was like – it was retweeted by the New York Giants community. So Cowboys, Broncos, Bears – they had a 92.3%, 99.3, and 90 almost 7.
I saw it, yeah.
Right, but did you see what the odds of that happening are? And they lost all 3?
Oh, it's probably the same as those guys taking the same football games every week.
1 in 60,000 that could actually happen.
Yeah. You had no business losing any of those games. They were all done.
Well, I mean, especially the Broncos game. I mean,
well, the Broncos was over. At least the Cowboys, you're like, it was a back and forth. You just happen to have a lead with seconds left. You should have closed it out. But the Broncos was just continuous plays.
Broncos was a whole quarter, yeah. Just
and the Bears as well was continuous plays yesterday.
Yeah, well, Again, I mean, I asked you the question. I don't want to get into a fight about it. But what would you have done differently?
What would I have done differently?
Right, because that's really what the question should be. Not, it can't just be.
They don't close. I mean, listen, I'm not the coach of the team. They don't.
Well, I know, but you tell me that the coach
the game.
Right, but you tell me the coach stinks. So what would you do differently?
Well, I'm not a coach of an NFL team.
I understand that, but you keep telling. It can't be. Get on a microphone and just say this coach stinks. Well, why?
Well, Rick,
because
they had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter. They lost it again.
Okay, but so what would you have done differently, though? If you want to blame the coach, tell me what he should have done differently. Outside, like he didn't punt it; it was the punter that shanked it. I mean, if you want to tell me,
whose fault is that? I mean, why is the punter on the team?
So you're going to blame Brian Daboll because the guy shanked the punt?
But it's the
that
same
seems
crap.
unfair, no?
Oh, come on.
That doesn't seem unfair to you.
The kicking situation is always a problem. That's not on Schoen and Daboll?
It's definitely on Schoen. Definitely on Schoen.
So Graham Gano, I mean, all of a sudden, his neck hurts him. They can't continue to have Jamie Gillen kick the football off because he can't hit it into the landing zone. That's not a problem? Whose fault is that?
Okay,
that's not my fault. That's the coach's fault.
Right, but this is good stuff. Thank you. So keep it coming. I'm saying, so give me the reasons.
I mean, look at this team. Russell Wilson is the backup quarterback on this team. You want more reasons than that? The guy's not a capable quarterback in this league.
That's another great reason.
I mean these are unbelievable reasons. Little Jordan Humphrey was not active. They had to play Gunnar Olszewski yesterday.
Okay, I mean,
how many more do you need? They keep sending the kid quarterback with a comfortable lead into harm's way, and it bit them right in the ass yesterday. Again.
Right. So I mean, these are all good reasons. I mean, listen, 4th and goal from the half-yard line. I probably would have tried to score a touchdown there.
That's not even one I'll go after. I didn't have a massive problem with that. But I know a lot of people did. Now, I'd say if Jaxson Dart is your quarterback, 100% you're going for it. He's a lead around the goal line.
Right, but what I would say to you is now Russell Wilson is your quarterback. You're on the half-yard line. What are the chances you're going to score more points with Russell Wilson as your quarterback?
None.
Right. Have you had games
But
where
a two-possession game with 4 minutes to go should be enough.
But has it been?
No.
Right. So, I mean, it's the half-yard line. Like, go score a touchdown, make it 14. But no, you kick the field goal, you play it safe, which I don't know why we're playing it safe still, and it bites you in the ass because you can't finish.
Again. It's not like this has happened once. It's 3 separate occasions that you've had 90+% chances of winning these games. 99.2, 97 points, whatever they are. 1 in 60,000. Well, the Giants are the 1 in the 60,000.
Right, but but, and this is not me saying I want Brian Daboll back. The people that will say, hey, we think that Brian Daboll should be back because we don't want to screw around with what he has with Jaxson Dart is that the only reason why you've had the opportunity to win these games is because of how well Jaxson Dart has played. And it can't be just as simple as Jaxson Dart is just this good. You have to give Brian Daboll some of the credit.
Take some credit. You identified that you wanted the quarterback. Now, you wanted to take him 3. The GM talked you out of that. You took him 25. Great. I think he's very good, because I think the quarterback's better than very good. I think the quarterback is terrific and has the chance to be a great quarterback in this league. That being said, I'm not going to keep Brian Daboll because he did one thing really well. How about all the other things that he's supposed to be able to be competent with?
Yeah, and I want to hear you say those things though. I don't want to get into hey, he stinks, he needs to be fired. I think it's better when you just explain all the things that you just explained, that you would use as ammunition to make sure he's fired. Because I think a lot of Giants fans feel the same way you feel. I just don't want to sit here and go, hey, why should he be fired? Well, because he stinks. Tell me why he stinks. That's fair.
But I can't sit here and give you an X's and O's explanation. I can when they're rushing 3 guys. But I can't sit there and do that yesterday. All I know is you have a 10-point lead with 6 minutes to go in the game. Figure out a way to close it out. And he can't again. And the punter again. And all these different things, right? Russell Wilson is awful. Yeah. I know enough to watch Russell Wilson and think Jameis Winston is considerably better. So if that's the case, then how can this team not figure out, unless there's some special agreement they've made with Russell Wilson, which I wouldn't even put out of the realm of possibility. And by the way, why did you sign Russell Wilson in the first place? He's no good anyway.
Well, you signed Russell Wilson because you didn't know what quarterback you were going to get. Like, you hadn't drafted a quarterback yet, so you can have Russell Wilson and you can have Jameis Winston. And then if you did get the quarterback, you'd have enough, veteran insulation. No one thought that Jaxson Dart, the plan in place before the season started was Jaxson Dart might sit the whole season in a perfect world, which I thought was crazy to begin with because we watched what Russell Wilson looked like in the last five games he played with the Steelers when they scored 15 points a game.
Right. And you know what? Shame on Shane. And shame on Daboll for thinking that this guy had anything left, because he had nothing left. And now you know he has nothing left. You have another guy there who, I mean, it's crazy when he goes out there because you don't know if you're going to get success or failure. But at least he can make plays. This guy can't make plays.
Well, we don't know because we haven't seen him. And I don't know why
I'm saying
such...
Russell Wilson can't make plays anymore.
No. He absolutely can't. But I'm just saying, like, we're assuming that Jameis Winston would be a better option. So that's where I'm confused, though. Because Russell Wilson's not coming back. Jameis Winston is, I guess, in the plan is that he'll be the backup, the $4 million veteran backup next season. And we've heard Jaxson Dart say all the nice things about him and everything else. If I'm coaching for my job to the point where people are now questioning how I'm handling the young quarterback because I'm so desperate to save my job, why the hell would I not have a better – why would I not go to Jameis Winston? I don't get it.
You're preaching to the choir, my friend. It makes no sense.
It makes none.
No. Quite frankly – Russell Wilson should be cut. Give him an opportunity to catch on with another team that maybe needs his services as a backup quarterback.
He's not catching on.
You have a better backup quarterback here.
Right, we think he is. We don't know. I mean, if he was better, why wouldn't he be playing if I'm trying to save my job? Makes no sense.
Could he be worse than this?
No, buddy, I agree with you. I mean, Jaxson Dart's been in the blue tent four times in 7 games.
Right, and then Russell Wilson goes trotting out there, and you might as well put a white flag out there because you have no chance to win in that situation. None.
No chance, but that's why I'm saying fourth and a half a yard. To score a touchdown, I mean, how many more times are you going to score with Russell Wilson as your quarterback? Probably none.
Probably none.
Like, why not
it gave you a 2-possession lead.
I know it gave you a 2-possession lead. In the fourth
quarter, when the other team had barely scored points.
I understand that, but you do have examples so far this season where you have had leads and you haven't been able to close games out. And, oh, by the way, you're also a 2-win team.
And by the way, you're right. You're a 2-win team. Go for the jugular. Finish it off. If Jaxson Dart is the quarterback yesterday for the entire game, you win that game. And I have zero doubt about that.
Right, but it just felt like a matter of time that this was going to happen, though. That's the other problem.
Welcome to Giants football.
And then somehow we don't recognize when it happened.
Right. We knew this was going to happen. We say it week after week. The kid is great. It's only a matter of time before you screw it up. Well, here you are. This is what, his sixth start, 7th start? Now you screwed it up.
Yeah, we'll see for how long. Yeah, we'll see for how long. The kid takes a ton of hits.
Listen, if Daboll's gone anyway, he'll be in the doctor's office with him, the neurologist's office. Like, I think he's fine. Seems good to me.
But dude, I'm telling you, like, we make it sound so easy, and it's not. Like, especially when we take into the whole coaching for your job thing. This, like, we all want to believe that we're so above it, where it's like, hey, I would have so much love and respect for the kid that I would protect him and be okay with losing my job. Like, I mean, if you're really telling yourself that, come on, that's... No,
I understand he wants to fight for his job. I get it. But, on the same vein, the kid is clearly... To say in the post game, Rick, I don't know when he got hurt.
No, I don't like that either. And the whole blue tent thing, I don't like that either. I'm 100% with you, but I'm just saying, like, we have this, like, I think it's just in general. Like, when we went through the whole steroids thing, like, we always, like, our opinion is, oh, no, we wouldn't do that. I wouldn't take the steroids like these guys.
No, I agree with you.
I wouldn't
you're in
use
that
Jackson.
situation. Like, it's easy from your ivory tower to sit up there and be like, I would never do that.
I wouldn't. How dare he run? I wouldn't run Jaxson Dart to try to save my job.
With you.
Of course you would.
Of course you would. Because otherwise, listen, let's be fair. There's a pretty good chance Brian Daboll's never head coach in this league again. Right? Yeah, so you're going to do everything within your power to keep yourself employed. I get it.
But even in an attempt to, like, say you are one of those people. Like, you did also just watch him run for 2 touchdowns where he didn't get touched. So, like, I mean, they're like, and you know how good he is at doing it. It's like, so what do? I just close up shop and we'll just have him sit. Like, they put him under center more to try to protect him. Like, we just, hey, don't run it anymore because we want to protect you. I'm good with losing my job. I finally have the guy I want. I love him, and I feel like I can win with him. But I'll be the sacrificial lamb here to protect him from himself.
Well, it's going to be somebody else's. Diamond is what it's going to be next season. Because there's no way.
And I mean, listen, in his emergence as, like, a guy is going to make this a much more attractive job, which hopefully for you means that your owner, who hasn't made good decisions, can't mess this one up. Because there's someone out there that is
right.
Is that qualified?
So Gary Myers with the Saturday show. Maybe we can even grab the sound, RJ. He sent me a text that Phil Simms said during my Saturday show that if Dart has to adjust to a new coach and system next year, it will not hurt his development at all.
Good.
So I think that's very important, right? Because that's the concern.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not just Jaxson Dart. I'm sure like he sounds like he's, hell. I mean, he's ready in 3 weeks, right? Like, I mean, there was a thought that he was a project and he'd take maybe a full season, and he was ready to go after 3 weeks.
You're shocked that he's this good, aren't you?
I'm shocked that he's having this much success with the pieces around him.
Yes, because there's no team that has less pieces than the Giants.
Not like that. I mean, the Jets are right there too, but at least they got Breece Hall
for those long passes.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was our passing game yesterday. It was Breece Hall and a screen pass. That was it.
And you put up 27 points.
Yeah,
you didn't have 175 yards of offense, and you put up 27 points.
No, and listen, I mean, Will McDonald had a good game. Quincy Williams had a good game.
Johnson was good too, I thought, yesterday.
Right. See, and here's the thing. I'm not going to feel bad. I feel like I'm like, because no one else is doing it, like I'll try to make points as to why Brian Daboll maybe shouldn't be fired, knowing that I think he should be fired anyway. But it's like, I can't even feel bad for him, man. Like, I mean, you're the one that's responsible for hiring the defensive coordinator.
Well, the reason this guy's the defensive coordinator is because you ran the other guy out of town.
Right. Like you had a good one. Players liked him. They had success with him. I mean, like you were turning other teams over. Like you're doing all these great things. Now you got, supposed to have more talent, supposed to be the strength of your team, and it's not. And it's your own fault. You hired Shane Bowen, right? You made that decision.
It's your guy. And you kept him. Not only did you hire him, but you kept him after a season that was, a 3-win season.
Yeah, so don't let me argue on the other side of this.
It's okay.
I think he should have been fired after last year, and because there's no reason outside of maybe if you did fire him, the person you hired didn't like Jaxson Dart, so you wouldn't have had Jaxson Dart. So this is a good thing. But, to have the season you had, bring everyone back, and then let them draft a rookie quarterback where we're actually having conversations as to like, hey, this guy's, this coach is trying to get the kid killed because he's trying to save his job. It's not a great place to be.
And what'd you do to improve the offense? Right? It was like, all right, we'll take away Daniel Jones. We'll give you Russell Wilson, and it should just magically be better? Yeah.
I guess they wanted you to believe that it was less about the coaching. It was more just about the quarterback.
Well, clearly that wasn't the case. Could you imagine if they hadn't drafted Jaxson Dart, where we'd be right now? You'd probably be winless.
You'd have no chance. You see what it looks like with Russell Wilson.
Right. Let's go to some of the calls. Let's go to Tony in Dobbs Ferry. Tony, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Listen, Dave, all right? I don't know how Daboll could survive the day. You get your quarterback hurt. Yeah, he should be fired by noon today.
I don't think they're going to fire him today.
Why? Why not?
Because
you should be calling for it.
It's not what they do.
Yeah, listen, what they've been doing isn't working. You understand what I'm saying? What they've been doing isn't working. How do you constantly – listen, I understand Dart got hurt. That's not Daboll's fault, even though I can make a case that it is, because he should be preaching to him to stop doing what he's doing, because the best ability is availability. And if he keeps up like this, he's going to have a very short career.
Okay,
how are they not putting Jameis Winston out there?
Hold on one second. I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna make you. Well, we're not gonna hang up. I just so we know, right? This is not something that I think is unique to Jaxson Dart and Brian Daboll. Do you think that Dan Quinn has been preaching to Jaden Daniels to protect yourself? Guess what?
I agree with you. I agree with that.
But let's not pretend. We always pretend like everything is so easy. At the end of the day, Jaxson Dart at some point is going to have to make that decision to protect himself or not. Because whoever coaches this team is still going to call plays where he runs the football, just like Lane Kiffin did at Ole Miss. It's part of what makes him great. So it's going to be you can say it until you're blue in the face, just like you can tell your kid till you're blue in the face, I need you to do this. Until your kid makes the decision or gets hurt and then realizes, hey, Dad was right, it's not going to change. This is not – all I'm saying is let's not pretend like it's as easy as you're making it seem.
Rick, none of it's easy as I'm making it seem. None of it's easy as anything. But guess what? These guys are in this position. There's only a certain amount of head coaches in the NFL, okay? And Brian Daboll has proved that he is incompetent. He had the odds of what you said are happening, 1 in 60,000. You know, I Googled that while I was on hold. You know you have a better chance of being swept away in a tornado than that happening?
You know what? You almost wish it was happening like that, Tony.
No, you don't, because you still got the quarterback. Stop. I
don't know.
Be worse.
Tornado sweeping away during a tornado. It doesn't sound so awful.
No one wanted. How did it work out for Toto? He didn't love it.
Toto? But it ended well. That was only a dream. This is real life.
Yeah, what happens if that's real life, though? Toto ain't making it.
Yeah. Urban's at the gym. Irvin, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Oh, good morning, Dave. Same song and dance. You know, last time I called, it was from the Denver game, and it's pretty much the same thing, Dave. Like, I'm ready to clean house. I'm watching the game with my son. He's like, Dad, we're gonna win, and I'm just looking at him, shaking my head, like, yeah, you know what's coming. We're gonna lose this game. We're gonna choke the game away. But yeah, you know, it's the same song and dance, and you know, I'm ready for a clean sweep. And before I go, Rick, that was an awful take you made last week about saying that this Giants job is not an attractive job. Like, this is going to be the number one job on the market, bro.
I think I'd wait. I think I would wait to see what the rest of the league looks like. You don't think if Buffalo fires McDermott, that's not a better job?
Well, I never said it was. And thanks for the call, Irvin. I never said it was the best job. I said it was a really good job. And we asked Jordan that question on Friday. He said really good job. He said they're still the Giants. And that matters.
Right, but I'm just my only point was, like, how long does that last, though?
It does.
At some point, is it really going to last, though?
Yes. I don't think that ever goes away. I still think the Giants' job means more than almost every job in this league.
That's just in perpetuity, then.
Yeah, I think that's true. I'm not saying because they've had success, but I think that the Giants' job means more than almost every job in this league. Yes.
Okay,
I do.
I don't. That doesn't make much sense to me, but
because of who they are.
Oh, what are they now?
They're the Giants.
They're a dumpster fire is what they are.
I understand that, but they're still the Giants. Their name is still the Giants.
Right.
The Cowboys are a dumpster fire. You don't think that's an attractive job?
I don't. Is working for Jerry Jones an attractive job?
Well, you don't have that here. I mean, as difficult as John Mara might be, he's not going to be all over you like
right.
that.
I mean, the Cowboys have also, I mean, they've won a lot more than the Giants have.
Right, but
recently.
the Steelers it's always going to be an attractive job. The Packers always going to be an attractive job. There's certain
but all
jobs
those teams,
jobs.
but all those teams are still considered teams that are well run and that win. You're closer to the Jets than you are any of those teams.
It doesn't matter. Well, first of all, I think right now it's attractive because you have the quarterback. So I think that
makes
it
attractive. But you were saying it was attractive strictly because it was the Giants. Though.
I think the Giants is always an attractive job.
All right,
I do. Ray, do you not agree?
I'll take your
the Giants
word.
is always an attractive job. We asked Jordan this on Friday. He said always.
Well, because I guess because it's New York. And it's the best team it's the better of the teams in New York. But as an organization,
you've got the quarterback, so you can't. I understand.
Take the quarterback out of it now.
It's impossible to separate the quarterback from the situation. What is attractive about the Giants' job?
It's the Giants. I
know.
What
does that mean?
What does that mean? Hear that? It's the Giants, and it has cachet. It does. It just does.
Okay.
That was the one he couldn't explain to me. So I guess the idea of turning it around for the Giants because it is the Giants, I guess would be attractive to somebody. But as far as being well run,
I never said they were well run.
But that's like the old "why wouldn't anyone want to come play for the Knicks" argument back when the Knicks were struggling.
But nobody wanted to play for the Knicks.
Okay,
the Knicks were the laughingstock, and nobody wanted to go there. Guys want to go to the Giants,
right? But after the list of coaches that you have, how many guys really do want to coach the Giants?
Well, we'll find out this offseason.
I mean, look at the people you've hired. Haven't been good coaches.
We'll find out this offseason. RJ,
hey,
you really have been a little down today. Is it a Niners hangover?
Yeah, we got crushed. Not used to that. You were all over it. Kudos to you.
Well, I haven't been nasty to you though.
No, you haven't.
I saw something I had to get involved with, and I jumped on it.
Frustrating thing was, and by no means were they going to win that game, but it could have been a little closer. Like, they were moving the ball, but I didn't think they were going to win the game. I was trying to talk myself into it being close.
They couldn't stop them.
No,
you told me it was going to be a 4-point game or less.
Well, if I really believed, that's my way of speaking to you in code. If I really believed,
he would have taken the Niners if he really believed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to talk myself into.
Instead, he took the Panthers.
And
you know what the jarring thing, and I don't blame anybody. Like, I understand the injuries. They don't get any pass rush.
None. They're last in the league. Well, I needed something to fire back because you said you hated one of my picks, so I had to pick one of yours. So I naturally just picked the team against mine.
You couldn't have hated my Houston pick, though?
I don't know how that worked. I don't actually know. You bet on Davis Mills voluntarily, and it worked out. You're down 19 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you can't stop Davis Mills. Do you have the stuff that you missed?
Yeah.
You ready to go with that?
Okay.
Let's go.
Now.
Walk-up three-pointer. He got it! See ya! Score! Put it in the box!
The you missed.
You really can't stop Davis Mills, can you? I was watching that just in real time, just like there's just no way.
That is like the Dolphins. It makes no sense.
You knew though at the end
of
that
no sense.
At the end of that game, that even when the Jags got the ball back, they have no chance
to it. And the guy can make a field goal from the 20, but no chance.
I was even talking to myself into it. I was like, if they get to their own 48, they have a chance. Keenan Allen, late game last night, Chargers all over the Steelers. He set the Chargers all-time receptions record in the victory. Broke the record previously held by Antonio Gates. That's right. Steelers corner Darius Slay also left that game with a concussion. Dan Campbell, Ray mentioned this in Around the League. He did take play calling duties back for the Lions. They dropped 44 over the Commies. Deron Payne of the Commanders suspended one game for throwing a punch. That just
you can't do that.
For Adam Schefter.
You can't do that.
Yeah, it's frowned upon. By the way, Jay Daniels.
Did you see the guy this weekend? Georgetown played Maryland. Did you see this?
No.
You got to watch the video. Georgetown guy drives by, Maryland player, takes his shoe and throws it at him.
Oh, wait, I did see
That's creative.
Who throws a shoe?
I mean, how do you not get a technical foul?
Shoe? Honestly.
He threw a shoe at him.
That's creative. Jane Daniels, by the way, will avoid elbow surgery, so hopefully he's back maybe less than a month. A.J. Brown, good news for Eagles fans. He is expected to play tonight versus the Packers. By the way, not a great weekend. It's not a great situation. Got worse for Mark Sanchez, officially out with Fox Sports.
Ugh.
So that's over. Your preseason number 1, college football, Texas, back in the top 10. This is a nice redemption story. They are number 10. Ohio State 1. Indiana 2nd. And boy, did things get sketchy in their game against Penn State, but they are number 2. And Texas A&M is 3rd. You remember Brian Kelly, our buddy, where he was offered a buyout?
Sure.
Well, he rejected it. I think it was $50 million. He wants $54.
Wow.
That really is.
I'm here with my family.
So he said, thanks. Not good enough. Do better, and we can talk.
I want every penny.
Yep.
Good for him, I guess.
Knicks
Take out their wad of cash and pay me.
That's right. Karl Anthony Towns, 28-12. Knicks beat up on the Nets, who were very bad, 134-98. That is the 4th straight win for the Knicks. They are 6-0 at home, and their 11th straight victory over the Nets.
Or 11-0 since Nick Claxton said, I've never lost to the Knicks.
Wow.
Well, now all he does is lose to the Knicks.
Knicks shot 54% from the field.
Is that good?
Brooklyn is really bad.
They stink.
Like not even an NBA kind of team.
There's not even like a path forward either.
No, it's brutal.
None. Not at all. Also, they'll be without Cam Thomas. He has a hamstring strain, going to keep him out a month. So things getting worse for the Nets.
That's great.
Not a great weekend for St. John's, number 5. They lose a tight game to number 15 Alabama at the Garden, 103-96. And what a night it was in the Rothenberg household on Friday. Number 25 North Carolina down in that game. They rally early statement win over number 19 Kansas and Chapel Hill. What was it like, Dave?
Oh, it was frenetic. It was frenetic. He's going nuts. He's chanting. He's singing. He took over the main TV. This animal. He's like, just to let you know, 7 o'clock when Carolina starts, I'm going to get the main TV.
Take a walk.
I was like, all right.
All right.
The Boozers made their debut. Cameron and Caden. Nice start for number 6 Duke. They beat up on Western Carolina, but that not so much the story. Cameron had 25, 8, 5, and a block. Caden, 14 points, 7 boards, 5 assists.
Have you heard that they are considering this the greatest freshman class in college basketball in like the last 30 years?
I feel like I hear that.
I have heard.
No, this is different though.
It feels like there's some oomph behind it.
Yeah, a lot of oomph.
I just saw the video. He really tried to throw a shoe at the basketball.
I'm not I'm not making that up, Ray.
I'm looking at it.
And you know what the officials did?
What did they
Nothing.
do?
Yeah,
Nothing.
Play on.
Nothing.
He like tried to spike. It looks like when a quarterback tries to spike the ball to stop the clock.
Yeah.
Play on. De'Aaron Fox was back for the Spurs, scored 24 in a win over the Pelicans. Kawhi Leonard going to be out the next few games with an ankle sprain. We haven't talked much about this. Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz. You won't be seeing them anytime soon.
Ever.
We talked about it for like 7 minutes before.
Yeah.
Was it 7 minutes?
It's like a half a segment. Yeah, no worries. You guys don't even listen to the show.
It was important conversations going on back here.
Listen, I was listening.
Any chance that Kawhi makes some fake appearances during his time off?
I don't know. What are you implying?
You know exactly what I'm implying.
Go ahead, RJ. I don't want to stand in the way of your segment.
Listen,
Wow.
That was a little. You guys are mean. So it wasn't recent. Lionel Messi scored a couple of goals into Miami, their first MLS playoff series win over Nashville SC. And back to you, meanies.
We have an update on how many goals the Rangers scored against the Islanders.
We got to go to break. We're very late. 800-919-3776. It's a conversation for another show on Football on the Mondays. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. This is Kristen North.
Good morning, guys. Unfortunately, we're crowded in the Bronx on the Deegan northbound at Fordham Road because of a left-lane crash. And what a mess in Manhattan on the FDR Drive northbound at 96th Street. That's police activity taking out 2 left lanes, delays stretching back toward 42nd Street. Unfortunately, the southbound side is occupied with a lane blockage because of emergency vehicles at 96th Street, so watch for delays in both directions. Checking our crossings, inbound upstairs at the GW Bridge, that's a 45-minute delay. The lower deck is 20 to 25, getting better. Outbound, we're heavy across both decks. This report is sponsored by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year, and their way today. I'm Kristen North, 880 ESPN New York.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees, and it should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee. Included with every tire purchase with paid installation, you'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's a limited lifetime tire guarantee only at Midas.
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino & Associates, bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah. When someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law firm that bites back.
Dad, that's brilliant. Accident victims, call D'Agostino & Associates and bite back. Hey, we could even put a big vicious dog on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and Rottweilers on buses.
Hey, how about a toll-free number?
What are you thinking?
You know, like 1-800-BITE-BACK.
1-800-BITE-BACK. That's brilliant.
But what if people hear fight back?
Easy. I'll spell it out for them, like 1-800-BITE, back. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Love it. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
All this talk about biting back got me hungry.
Me too. Want to grab lunch?
Sure. Hey, how about a jingle?
You mean like
D'Agostino Law Bite Back?
Michelle's Moment here for Gainbridge and their Give Back program, Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity's goal is to empower girls and women through sports and education, providing 32 organizations in 21 states $222 of grant funding during 2025. These grants aim to level the playing field and expand access to sports and education for girls and women across the country. Here's to a future with no limits for women's sports with Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on September 24, 2016, when Tulsa found themselves down 31-0 to Fresno State. With 10 minutes left in the second quarter, Tulsa fought back to tie the game at 41. And then won 48-41 in double overtime.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. I don't want to stand in the way of you guys updating the Guillotine League that's happening here at the station. I don't know what the hell's happening because I'm out, and I didn't know even when I was in. I'd have to ask for help. But where are we? Do you guys all move on? Where are we with that?
I have no idea.
You're asking me?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I mean, not you. You're not in it. You won't. Sink to those depths. But how about RJ?
You're right. I won't.
Yeah, I don't know. After you guys are mean to me, I don't know if I feel like telling you.
Stop! Don't do that.
Listen.
Really?
Maybe I just withhold this information. Keep it to myself.
What happened?
Okay.
Rick, you're very safe.
Yes,
couldn't
very
be more safe.
Who got all my guys?
They were spread around.
Oh.
We got Kittle. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Kittle had a big day for you yesterday.
I don't think that Rick took any of your players.
No, we didn't take it. We didn't pick anyone up.
No, he's above your team.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like he might be.
That's a bad. Those players coming from a toxic locker room.
You're not wrong. You don't want that on your roster.
There's 8 teams remaining. The way it's projecting, Rick, you, and us will be 1-2 in points.
Nice.
Wow.
Yep.
Let's go.
You know what? I'm a little proud of you guys right now.
Thank you.
A little bit. How about John? Is John safe?
John will be, so long as.
So who's going to go?
So long as Saquon Barkley is able to get more than 2 points, John is safe.
I have to like those chances.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's going to be good.
Who's going to go?
That would
Probably
be
somebody we never heard of before.
That would be Tyler and Jordan, not Rick's Jordan, other Jordan.
Tyler and Jordan.
So yes, 2 people that apparently you've never heard of.
Nobody
Which
really
Jordan
knows
is it though? I know multiple Jordans.
Jordan Renan?
Yes, Jordan.
Renan's in?
I didn't know he was in this.
It's not Jordan Renan.
He's not.
Oh.
No, Renan is not in this.
Blonde hair Jordan?
Yes.
Oh. All right. So then I know who that is.
There you go.
Fantasy football, by the way.
Oh yeah.
You're not in good shape at all this week.
No, I need A.J. Brown to have a serious day tonight.
So I'm down 26 points. I have Jalen Hurts and Romeo Doubs. You got to like my chances, right?
You should win.
Oh, you'll be all right.
By the way.
Yeah.
You see what's happening with John?
No.
Just all of it. So he's going to win. He's going to win again. He's 10-0.
Yeah, because he had Jonathan Taylor for 55 points.
10-0 though.
Right, but that's fine though. It's going to make his loss in the playoffs even worse.
No,
you know what's going to make this delicious is when he has a Patriots-level collapse at the end.
Great.
When he goes undefeated into the I'm not even kidding right now. If he goes undefeated into the championship game, and I beat him in the championship game.
I love dinosaurs.
All the winnings goes to us, and we go on the town.
I actually wanted to be a paleontologist.
I'm in.
Who says no?
Right, I'm telling right here, pizza, naked ladies, steaks, you name it, you get it. That's a good amount of money we would spend out on the town.
Would you invite John to the
spend his money?
Shenanigans of his team's death?
Sure.
Wow.
Yep.
10-0 is impressive, though. Anybody look at it?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. It's like when Josh Allen just beat Kansas City in the regular season.
But he's steamrolling people.
Tom Brady also steamrolled teams at one point.
Yeah, but John's projected to finish, second in points this week. He was first last week. He's just crushing.
Stop defending. You know what? I see what's happening here,
I'm not defending it. He's 10-0.
You know what he's doing? John has the power now. John's the boss.
Yeah.
And RJ is
all in.
Yeah, he's all in on making John feel great about himself.
He's 10-0.
It doesn't matter, RJ. Okay, Tom Brady also cloned his dog. Okay,
he's going to use his army of cloned dogs to take you down.
This is a guy that his best movie of all time is King Kong. RJ,
don't
fall for his nonsense.
Yeah, it's going to make the fall even worse.
Are you rooting for John?
Now you guys
RJ?
are so committed to it. I'm concerned.
Why would I be rooting for John?
What do you mean? Why? It sounds like you are.
No, we're going to have a nice win this week.
And what if that collapse doesn't happen? Then what?
Then we have to.
Then we all have to just live with it. Okay.
Yeah. Then we have to praise.
Be
I think
insufferable.
I think we have to quit and find new jobs. Honestly,
I'm in.
He would. Yeah. If we all left, he wouldn't know what to do with himself.
If he goes undefeated, and we have to hear about it I mean, Dave didn't go undefeated. He barely won. He got it as the 6th.
We don't barely won. My team was dominant when it mattered.
He got it as the 6th because he beat me in the final week. Kudos to you. You went all the way, and you changed your team name to Champions, of which it still is, and you're not even in the playoff picture right now. It's 2 years later.
I'm in the picture.
What are we going to do if he
I'm a game back of that picture?
If he goes undefeated, what are we going to do?
We're going to have to go away.
Yeah, we're going to have to use some of our vacation time, at least a little bit of it.
When's the trade deadline?
It's coming up.
This week.
Oh, here's what I think we do. we pool together some talent into one team. We make them a super team, and we take down John.
You think this was the best time to talk about it, though?
I don't know.
No, I'd say probably not.
Well, better now than after the trade deadline.
Probably better if we did a side conversation, not on the radio, telling how we're going to form a super team to beat them.
A super team. Who can I interest you in? Who would you like?
Mine doesn't matter.
Give me your good players.
I'll give you all my good players.
Okay, I'll take them. By the way, I can offer you Brian Thomas Jr.
No, I don't want Brian Thomas Jr.
Hunter Henry.
No, I'm going down with my ship. Okay.
All right.
Rick's going to be firing his co-manager. So.
Yes.
Yeah, Forte's out, isn't he?
We're in a New York Giants Brian Daboll situation going on right now with the fantasy team.
Just be honest with me right here. Does Forte stink?
He doesn't normally stink. I don't know what's happening.
He makes transactions at very odd times, too. I'll be sitting at my desk at like 4:12 and he's making moves.
Yeah, he's up. He's ready.
4:12 in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just psychotic.
Well, I think he thinks he's ahead of it. It's just not going well, though.
Well, clearly not. Let's go to Danny in Centerport. Danny has an idea. Good morning, Danny. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Listen, I want to start a couple of quick points, but I really want to start by just saying I'm sorry I haven't been contributing as much. You know how much I enjoy your show.
You know what, Danny? Can I be honest with you for a second?
Go ahead. Sure.
I probably shouldn't share this, but I will. We had a meeting the other day, and one of the topics is where's Danny been? And I tried to cover for you, but it didn't go great. And the thought is that we've lost you from the show, but it sounds like that's not the case. Is that accurate?
Yes, very accurate,
Okay,
Dave. You
good.
never lose me from the show. I'm always in touch. My soul has been ripped out a little bit, Dave. And I go by pure passion. The passion takes me over, and I got a little juice back at the moment. And this is my 3 quick points. And I can get long-winded, so I'll go quick. First off, the game, real simple. Thank God we played the Browns. End of story. Okay. Thank God we played the Browns. Aaron Glenn, I like him. I want to give him his chance, but you're sitting here preaching to me about culture and winning, and you want to win, and you want the fans to be proud. I don't understand how we keep trotting this kid out for quarterback, okay? He should have been at least benched at halftime, and he did it again. And if we trot him out again now against the Patriots, we really have no chance. So how are we building culture? How are we building the fans to be proud? My last point, okay, unrelated, okay, and please don't cut me off. Because I called Alan out on this the other day, and I spoke to Peter about it. Danny from Long Island should be cut from your show until the end of the football season at a bare minimum. He's an embarrassment. I'm a father that has raised 2 daughters, and I've dressed up in everything. I'm a construction worker. I'm a man of men, and I've dressed up in the craziest costumes. He was disrespectful. He was cringy, okay? He was an out-and-out disaster to Peter, and I think as a man and a father and anything else, that man should be banned, and he'd be lucky if I ever came across him.
All right, Danny. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. We're gonna move on. We all agree what Danny on Long Island. You're also Danny from Long Island, by the way. But yes, what Danny from Long Island did was outrageous, and going after Peter like that. But we said it at the time. It was inappropriate, and it is inappropriate. Robbie T says, thank God for you guys. I woke up dreading work this morning. You guys have lightened my mood. This taking down John discussion is great. Then Rick chimes in with Tom Brady and the clone dog. I almost spit my coffee right out of my mouth.
I got to tell you, though, if you thought that was funny, the conversation we had before we came on the air was maybe the funniest we've ever had.
You say that
that's
all
the hardest.
time.
No, that's the hardest.
I'll tell you,
It can't be the funniest.
I almost peed my pants. Just that your delivery on, hey, see if you can wipe that off, it might be one of the funniest lines you've ever had.
That was good, right?
Because I wasn't even thinking that. But the fact that you said it was, it was amazing.
Oh, thank you. That's not every once in a while I have a zinger.
You have.
I had a good line in that meeting we had a couple weeks back too.
That great line in that meeting. You've been on. Listen, you've been in one. You're losing weight. You're doing. You're not. You didn't stay home for the 9:30 game. You're really coming a long way here.
I know. Little things are happening. By the way, a weekend free of any carbohydrates whatsoever, and we roll along. 2.5 more weeks.
2.5 weeks feels like a long time to not have some. It doesn't matter. Carbohydrates is just a calorie. It doesn't matter if it's carbohydrates.
I'm not having calories, though.
Yeah, but you can.
Yesterday I had under 1,000 calories on a Sunday, which is rare for me.
You get my point, though.
I know what you're saying.
You can
but I see the end. It's not like I'm doing this forever. 2.5 more weeks. Thanksgiving Day, and then we go bananas. Speaking of bananas.
Yeah.
Speaking of going crazy.
Yeah.
Raymond's going crazy picking the Eagles tonight. He has the Eagles tonight.
I know he does.
You know where you can bet that game?
Oh,
and
you
many
can.
other games.
It's bananas. You can go right on FanDuel. It's the sportsbook app. It's your home for all your favorite NFL bets. You get yards to touchdowns to who will win With FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. By the way, are you guys noticing how well I'm doing reads today?
Very well.
I had an informative sit-down coaching lesson with Mike Brownshire the other day.
Really?
He coached up my reading. Yeah.
Did he seek you out and say, "Hey, psst, come here, I got to talk to you about something"?
No. I wasn't happy with because you guys were making fun of me as I was doing my recorded reads last.
Right.
I went in to do it in the studio, and then he spent like 5 minutes just really breaking it down.
He's a great guy.
He's the best.
Big
all
fan
right,
of
so let me finish this. So tonight, FanDuel's giving all customers a 30% profit boost token.
Ooh.
That's right. You can get in the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/Rick to bet on the game. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Very well done. Very well done. Let's take a break, come back, and get to your calls, put a bow on this one, and get you ready for Bart and Carlin. It's a Football Monday. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
You ever wake up with a sore throat, feeling a little off, and you know you're getting sick? Well, getting sick and going on the IL isn't an option, especially for me when I'm traveling for work. You can try to see a doctor, well, good luck there, or go sit for hours in an urgent care. Nope, that's why you need a medical emergency kit. This isn't some cheap first aid kit, okay? Your medical emergency kit comes packed with doctor-prescribed meds. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right there in your home. If you're coming down with the flu, bam, here's your Z-Pack. You've got gastrointestinal issues, here's your Bactrim. From Z-Pack to ivermectin, amoxicillin, and doxycycline to treat strep, pneumonia, sinus infections, UTIs, COVID, and more. It's all right there in your kit. Just match your symptoms to the guide or talk with their telehealth doc. No doctor waiting rooms, no pharmacy lines. Order online in minutes and get $50 off with code SPORTS at urgentcarekit.com/sports. Get yours now at urgentcarekit.com/sports, promo code SPORTS.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Listen up. Ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Out here, it's football season, where nothing beats backyard grilling, gathering around the fire pit, and cheering on your favorite team with friends. The yard is mowed, the lights are strung, and the grill is warming up. Whether you need to fill up your propane, get a new grill, or even a generator, out here, it's game day. And we're ready for it. Tractor Supply, for life out here.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team.
expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. I'm very hopeful the Packers can find a way. I got to tell you, I just have no feeling for Green Bay at all. There's a few teams that just confound me every week, like the Bills. Played maybe their game of the year last week, and then this week they come out and they lay an egg in Miami.
Right. I mean, I think it's probably going to be maybe matchup to matchup. I don't think there's any excuse for Buffalo to lose to Miami, but, I mean, their defense hasn't done a good job this season stopping the run, and Miami ran all over them. Not to mention the fact they kept turning the ball over, especially, I mean, interception in the end zone. I mean, he picks up the first down, then fumbles it. I mean, it's just, I don't care how good you are. You can't afford to make that many mistakes in a game.
Picks up the first down. There were so many things that happened on that play that I've never seen a guy pick up that many yards on a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and then get stripped.
Right. And James Cook fumbled in the red zone, and they got intercepted in the end zone. They were putrid.
They couldn't run the ball.
They really were.
Right. I mean, Miami's not good at stopping the run, and yet the Buffalo still could not run the ball.
A couple of good games this coming week, though.
Really good games, yep.
Buccaneers-Bills is a good one.
Yep.
The Seahawks-Rams is a great one.
Right. Detroit's got a big one.
Chiefs-Broncos is a great one. Lions-Eagles is a great one.
By the way, speaking of great games, Sunday's championship game at this tournament, shootout.
And you won.
We went 3-on-3 to a shootout. Now it wasn't like
3-on-3 in youth hockey, huh?
Yeah, well, it was the championship. So we went 3-on-3, then we did shootout, and it wasn't like, hey, best of three. It was from the start, golden goal.
Wait,
so whoever scored,
it had to be the bottom of the inning, though.
It was just like, so they were the home team, so they went first.
But if they scored, that wasn't it.
No, but you'd have a chance to match.
Right,
but it wasn't like, usually it's like your best out of three.
Right, so it's just one.
It was just one.
All right, so walk me through then. So overtime. This is for the championship.
This is for the championship.
Overtime, 3-on-3. Yep. Now it's down to a
shootout.
A shootout.
Yeah.
All right. First guy walks in and
they go first. First guy walks in. He's their best player. He does like an NHL move where he comes in slow, speeds up, and then makes that quick move in front, and then kind of like stops and comes to his forehand and scored. Sick move.
Oh, scored. Oh no. All right. So now all the pressure's on your guy.
All the pressure's on us. We send one of our defensemen who's got an unbelievable shot. He had an awesome game. The Hawkins. He comes in, rips one, goal. Now it's 1-1.
Goal. Now we go. All right, inning 2.
Inning 2. Guy comes in. Another disgusting move. Scores.
Pressure, oh, no.
Pressure back on us. So now we send our guy. We send Eamon. Eamon comes in. Boom. Goes high glove, scores. Now it's 2-2.
Oh, we go to the third.
Now we go to the third. Guy comes in, makes a move. Milo with a big save.
A big save. All right. So bottom of the third, chance to win.
Chance to win. We go down. Their goalie makes a save.
We go to the fourth.
Fourth, guy comes in. Boom, another save.
All right. Bottom of the fourth, chance to win.
Get stopped.
Did you send Marek Malik out at any point?
No, but then we go. So now we go to the.
We go to the fifth.
Guy comes in, another move, boom, Milo, another save. At this point,
so now we saved 3 in a row.
Right, but now at this point, it's like there's an Islander team, like Josh Bailey's kids team, who Josh coaches, is playing after us. So now they're all dressed because the game's run late. Now the place is packed. They're all chanting, "Let's go Islanders." They're chanting DiPietro. So Milo makes the save. So it's a cool moment.
We go to bottom of the fifth,
and then my guy Lucas comes in, bottom of the fifth, holds. Goalie goes down, boom, up over the glove. Islanders win it.
That's it. Champions.
Very
well done. Congratulations to Milo and all of your team. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time.
Sport.
Hang on a moment.
Easy, right?
7 o'clock, Rangers and their magical offense host the Predators at the Garden. And at that same time, Islanders visit the Devils at the Rock. Then 8:15, Eagles in Green Bay to take on the Packers. That's on ESPN and, of course, ABC as well. And that's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Raymond, Ray, old buddy.
Yeah,
old pal.
Apologize. I don't know what happened there.
That's okay. Things happen. It's all right. I mean,
started how we finish. Not great.
Okay.
Not great by me.
Are you ready to do the 3 stars?
I suppose.
I would love for that right now.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
Not a good day to be a caller from the town of Dobbs Ferry.
Brian Daboll has proved that he is incompetent. The odds of what you said are happening, 1 in 60,000. You know, I Googled that while I was on hold. You know you have a better chance of being swept away in a tornado than that happening?
You know
It's
what?
insane.
You almost wish it was happening like that, Tony.
That is rough. I mean, Tony and Dobbs Ferry, but didn't have it worse than poor Robin, who got shouted down by Rick.
Robin.
Is Kafka going to call defensive plays, or is he calling offensive plays? Is he going to make Shane Bowen better? No. So why would you mess around with the offense? Why would you have Kafka, who's doing a good...
to protect Dart from himself.
That's not protecting Dart, though. That's making it worse for Jaxson Dart.
Poor Robin.
You were so nasty to Robin.
I didn't mean to be.
In real time, Raymond kept popping into my ears like, this is terrible. He's being so mean to Robin.
Well, this is terrible. Stop it. Raymond, you're a saint. Did you think it was a good point or no?
Listen, I don't think he had to shout her down. She was totally submissive, too, is the whole thing. She totally gave in. I felt kind of bad. Point. Call back tomorrow, Robin. It'll be better.
Number 2.
Call again. She might never call again.
I wanted to call so I can apologize. I feel bad.
Well, let's talk about positivity. How about growth from Dave Rothenberg as a parent? He doesn't watch Sunday morning football. He goes to Alex's game out in Connecticut, and people are asking him for updates.
I watch 8 games at once. I can watch my kid play and watch the football game on my phone.
I think if you really cared.
No, you know what? I'm not going down this rabbit hole with you guys.
I think if you really cared, you'd have called the game off your phone as if you were there.
So I would have done play-by-play.
So listen, this is positivity.
I did as much as I could, and then I had to go.
Wait, so you left?
Yeah.
So you drove 2 cars?
Right.
And you left the family in Connecticut?
Correct.
Right, to watch the rest of football. Okay, listen, baby steps.
Number 1.
The Giants. I understand you're happy to lose the game because you want to get the higher draft pick at this point.
No, I don't even care about the pick as much as I want drastic
and you want the coaching staff gone. But still, there's stuff to react to.
Caleb Williams stinks.
I don't think he stinks.
He listen to me closely. I'm going to enunciate as best as I can.
Yeah.
He stinks.
Yeah, but if you got to tackle a guy when he's running.
Where are his legs? It's almost like he didn't have legs. Vanishing legs.
And you attack Rick on the Jets.
You're the same person, so I said the Jets could win that game. They can't win that game. I'll punch you in the face. They can't win the game.
But you know where you got reason to celebrate? For picking Houston. I'm 0-2 right now. I've got to have the Eagles save me, but if you had money on Houston, you're in good shape.
Take out their wad of cash and pay me.
That's exactly what we'll do, Dave. We'll pay you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, nice job, Raymond. It's Rule 76.
No excuses, Blake, a champion. It's DiPietro, Rothenberg.
Everybody.
Right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube.
Take out their wad of cash and pay me.
Is your home for all your favorite NFL bets. From yards to touchdowns to who will win, with FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel's giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You can get it